Hello, welcome to the BYB Podcast. That's it for the Backyard Boys.
Backyard Boys.
And it's the Monday night edition, folks. After a nice long weekend of beating ourselves up and trashing ourselves and doing a remembrance.
Jerking off?
No, I didn't jerk off. You don't have video of that, do you? Like, you didn't see me doing it?
No.
Oh, thank God, man. Yeah, I try not to live my life in a house like Fish Tank Live. I'm not trying to be that guy that gets videotaped 24 hours a day. And well, anyway, I guess I have been getting accused of showing my penis a lot in Discords, but I guy dress. Welcome, fellers. Welcome, Mr. Road, to the show. Mr. Sperg Snake as well. How are you doing this wonderful Monday evening, Mr. Rhodes?
Oh, I'm doing splendid. Thanks for asking. I'm excited to be here once again, and it's good. There's a healing's taking place, and we're ready to get back on the right track.
Right. Yes, we've healed. We're healing. It's a work in progress, folks. Sperg Snake, have you shed your skin and ready to start over again?
Oh, of course. Every week.
You're a snake.
Every week's a new week. Every day's a new day.
Your skin every once in a while, right?
Yeah, especially in fucking sun like this, it just peels right the hell off.
Yeah, you are a white boy, but all three of us are white boys, as it were, if you will. Indeedly, we're doing it. It's white boy summer. That's what I heard.
Again?
Is that what you guys heard? Tom Hanks' son.
Yeah. It's a classic white boy summer. I'll live with it.
Holy shit. We talked about this before the show started. You guys can't talk over each other. You're going to have to take turns. Maybe I just need to do hand signals so that you guys don't make this mistake ever again. Go, both of you at the same time.
See, you knew that would happen.
Fuck me, man. Untrainable.
I am 100%.
Chris Abels and those guys, they do what is it? The shit network, the Shuli Shitty network. They do trainables. Maybe I should call this show the Untrainables, because of the YouTube fucks.
I am definitely untrainable.
That's wear that badge. Yeah.
Probably. You'll wear the badge. Fucking why don't you put a gay flag on us something? Holy shit. Holy shit. I don't know. You don't even want to fight back, so I assume you must be part gay.
At least partial. Is that it? God damn. What a rough crowd tonight.
Yeah, like it's a racial thing, isn't it? A racial status when you got that flag on? It means you're part gay.
Yeah.
No. No. I'm pretty sure I got a DNA test. None of that's on there.
It's the one drop rule. It's the one flag rule. That's what it is. Speaking of the Shuley Network, yeah, those guys are getting their little asses whooped by the real deal, which is MLC. MLC today having Fred Stoller on. Big fan of the Shuleys. That was a fucking awesome episode. Did you guys get to catch any of it?
I did.
No, I was busy today. But I know who Fred Stoller is, and
yeah, I do too.
he was on the Shuley Network before with the Godfathers of Podcasting. They actually had him on as a guest.
I see. I was unaware of. I don't even know if Kevin Brennan knows that because he probably wouldn't have had him on. Having known he is a Shuley and hung out with the Shuleys, that's like a double whammy. Also, we know MLC, who is sponsored by Hamas. Let's not parse our words here. We know he might be number 2 in the world, and I think that is mostly from his Middle Eastern brethren. Probably send him a lot of money, right? They what do they call that? Launder money to him. His favorite.
Yeah, it's got to go through crypto first, and then it comes back out in YouTube donations.
Wow.
Exactly. ACDC. I think Mossad has a more direct way of getting it to him, but they've been sloppy so far. ACDC, what am I missing about Fred Stoller? The guy is a bore. No, he's not a bore. As a matter of fact, I believe he's Jewish.
Did you happen to catch him in my favorite Patrick Swayze movie, Next of Kin,
Roadhouse?
starring Liam Neeson?
Great movie. Great reference.
Yeah. He was in that one. That was a great flick.
Yes. Big fan. He's not a bore. Yeah. He's not a bore? No, he's Jewish. I'm telling you, fuckers. I'm not lying. He's not from South Africa. None of the above. I don't even think he got here on a fucking an asylum immigrant status under Trump, as a matter of fact. I think he came here a long time ago through Mossad. Most likely. Isn't that how all Jewish folks get to America?
100%.
They're all Mossad, just like the Shuley Network, who goes up against MLC.
We should be talking about it that much. They like to take people out, so I'm going to ixnay on the Jew.
I mean, to each their own, man. Some of us have to stand up against the cabal. You know, the cabal. Cabal. I mean, they sound delicious. Can you get those where you guys live? Cabals?
A shish cabal?
What the fuck is a cabal?
A shish cabal. Exactly. This guy knows.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
They call them a kebab elsewhere. Dude, there's a whole Hasidic community in Northeast Ohio somewhere. I forget which burb it is, but they got like a wire.
No, those are Amish.
Around the
but
whole
nice
town.
try. No.
That's further. That's further out in the sticks. Yeah, those guys, the Amish are. They shop at Walmart. It's fucking weird. But there's like a Jewish community. Like they make rules for themselves out of their religion, and then like go out of their way to break their own rules. Like they're not supposed to leave their house on the Sabbath, but to get around that, they put a whole wire around the suburb so that way they can travel in their home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what the fuck is that shit? It's ridiculous.
No, that is the. I mean, God, should we even have this conversation? Okay, the whole thing with like Ari Shaffir, you can go watch that entire special where it's called Jew. The fucking special is called Jew. So I guess we could talk about this stuff, but yeah, he was talking about like, the string around the entire neighborhood somehow gives them a pass to call that like being in your home.
Yeah, it's
because you're not supposed to be out after a certain time or whatever. And but yeah, I don't really understand. I know trickery is a huge part of their religion, so like
it's strange.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
can't use. Yeah, exactly. It is built in, literally built in. Like you cannot use electricity on certain days. But if you could trick a goy into doing it for you, then it's acceptable. So, like, I don't know the rules completely, but I do know enough to know that it's okay to be tricking us dum-dums. Goy, I think it is. Goy,
yes.
Is it?
Yep.
Goys and ghouls.
That's right. Please no spamming the chat there, cantaloupe filter guy. Where's Fugly? Where's Fugly? I've had him on like one time, man. What are you talking about? Just for a moment, Fugly. What we need to get Fugly back. We need to get Fugly on, man. Fugly. There's a bunch of people we still have not been on. BYB. So we'll get them all on eventually, one by one. We'll get them on. We'll make you guys happy. We'll do the deal. We're trying to get all of them on. But there's rumors from people like Kevin Brennan who says like, oh, that Quadfather, he'll get you on and fuck with you. And if you go on BYB, I'll never pay you again. So there's people out there like that are trying to undermine me.
Jokes on him. I'm not getting paid either way. No, sorry.
Yeah, fucking Kevin. How dare you, sir? Chipping us little podcasters. What a meanie bajini. Indeed. Who's the person of color in the bottom? He's white is a color, right?
The black one.
Yeah.
Almost all of them.
You're the white one. You're not the black one. You're the white one. Indeed. A little bit of a shout out over the weekend. We did really, really well. And I did want to thank everybody that was so giving. I was talking about that earlier. It is kind of weird when you're like, hey, everybody, don't send us money because that's not what this is all about this weekend. And everybody proceeds to send in a bunch of money. So I did appreciate it. And it's nice to see that. So I did want to give a shout out to like Brian Landon and Vinny Cash and Mrs. C's Gremlin Growler for coming up huge for us over the weekend. That was very nice of you guys. Unexpected and whatever. We will accept. So thank you very much. And of course, whatever. We got a lot of giving people here all time givers. We got the G-Robs and the Nice Podcast Stupid and the Schmeals, and plenty of you folks have been very giving over the years. So I did just want to throw out an extra, hey, thanks everybody for over the weekend being so giving. That was very nice of y'all. To the point where Sperg Snake was like, hey, did you know you were on the leaderboard? It was like, what? So yeah, you guys did that. You did that. You helped us out. You got us on the leaderboard. I don't think we've been on the leaderboard. You said top 3?
Definitely third when I looked earlier today. And that was from Friday, and you did a members only on Sunday.
Nice.
Did really good, man. And I was trying to rub it in Karmic's face.
Fuck rubbing it in Karmic's face. I want that number 1 finger. I want the foam finger from Kevin Brennan. We want to use that thing now. We're number 1 or number 4. I guess you could turn the 1 into a 4, right? That's doable.
What? I don't. Yeah, the straight line. Finger. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
we could turn it into whatever we want. So I guess we could turn it into a 10 if we really needed to. Just add a 0 behind it. We don't want to do it, but that's kind of where we're at in life. It's all right though. We're okay with it. We got no bones about it. No problems. I mean, in reality, all I'm going to do is spend the money on Nikes and gold chains and pink sweaters and pink hoodies and Hugo Boss. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. That's what we spend
the Hugo Boss.
Yeah, Hugo Boss. Of course, Hugo Boss. I mean, we're no shoelies over here, so of course. We are. I mean, we're anti. All right, let's specify. We're anti the Shuli network. We're not necessarily completely anti Shuli when it comes to that kind of a reference. So just FYI, we're a fan of the tribe. And we're not even talking about the Atlanta Braves this time. The other tribe, you know the tribe. We're a fan of those folks. Even if you're trying to trick us into doing things. I don't know.
You get that light for me? What happened?
I already said it. I already said what I had to say. That was it.
Oh, didn't hear it. Okay. But yeah, thank you everybody for being so giving over the weekend. It was a great weekend of remembrance, and once again, just a shout out to our buddy Ski Mask, of course. And I do like pointing this out just because. But yeah, anytime Ski Mask comes up, you guys let it be known that we got the emoji in the keyboard. So if you guys want to use anytime Ski Mask comes up, we love Ski Mask, and we're gonna miss him. Having him on the keyboard for you guys to use them, just like we've been doing with the Bobby P thing. Anytime Bobby P comes up, it's always good to go ahead and throw up those Bobby P's and Ski Mask in the chat. Yeah, just something to remember those guys by, of course. And yeah, they're in all of our hearts. So use them up. And of course, at some point, I'm going to ask if it would be okay to use. I think it would be a great thing to have a Ski Mask and a Bobby P AI. Maybe I should even make this like a poll question. But of course, I would ask all the proper people, the Jim Stancils, the Cabana Kings, and of course, like Ski Mask Dad and all those kind of people, if they thought it would be a good homage to the guy, or if they think that it's classless and tasteless and don't do it. Whatever they say will fly. So I just thought it was a possibly, I'm not going to bring it up like this week and ask those guys, but at some point, I think it would be a fair question to ask everyone. Would it be a good idea to have an AI Bobby P? Like I'm going to miss hearing those guys' voices. So would it be cool to actually have their voices forever? Might be kind of a neat thing, you know? So food for thought. I don't know. And I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask for a month. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Honk.
They did the holograph of Tupac Shakur, so why not Bobby P's voice, man?
Exactly. Yeah. They've done it with a bunch of people, right? Elvis and Michael Jackson, and yeah, you name it. I have seen those holographs. Did you say? Is that like a card you get at Christmas? A holograph?
It's what would have happened to the Jews if the Holocaust didn't happen.
Oh man, it sounds deadly. I don't want to get one. Whatever they got, I don't want one.
I think that's a good idea, man. I read somewhere that the first thing when you forget about people, that's what you forget first is the sound of their voice. So,
right.
You know,
I don't know if that sounds creepy to people. I get it, because when I first thought of it, I was like, but then I was like, wouldn't that be fucking awesome to be able to hear their voices all the time? I don't know. So anyway, well, the food for thought. We'll work it out, but yeah, like I don't know if it comes on the creepy side or honorable. Like I would like it if I were to go away and my voice existed forever on the internet in AI form like that. I think that's actually kind of funny and cool. But not everyone feels the same about that kind of shit. So, oh, stop, Peter Sky Parker, go fuck yourself. Same old garbage. No, you're garbage. You're the garbage. You're the garbage guy. Do it for Peter Sky Parker. No, we're not doing anything for Peter Sky Parker with that fucking attitude. Son of a butch. Son of a. I said, that's our boy. I saw that's our boy, and somehow son of a boyotch. How did I mix that up? Son of a boyotch. That's our boyotch. He's not much of a biatch. He's a boyotch. Indeed. No, I think it's a great idea. We'll figure it out in time. Obviously, now's not the time to be asking. So in a month, it wouldn't take but a minute for me to pull up. All you need is like 10 minutes of their voice. So obviously, there's a shitload of Bobby P and Ski Mask talking. So no problem there. We got their voices out there. If we want to do it, it should be easy enough to make happen. So there you go. maybe in a month I'll do the poll question. Just I'm just thinking while the show's going, is that a good idea? Probably not, but here we are. Welcome to the stage, Triple G. What up?
Hey, what's happening?
What's up, Triple G?
What up,
Spur
dude?
Snake, Honk the Clown?
What's going on, brother?
Not much. Chilling.
Can I clarify something real quick with GGG while we're here?
Yeah,
A while back. Yeah, no, a while back you asked me, do I listen to progressive metal? And my retarded brain immediately, like when I hear progressive, I think of like added instruments and, you know, like Yes and flutes and shit like that.
We're
But
doing metal
progressive
talk
metal
on BYB. Hell yeah.
But
I
well,
like
I gotta
metal.
clarify, dude, because I fucking said some gay shit, and I don't want to. I can't be associated with that in your brain. Like
What?
now I understand that progressive metal is more like mathcore and gent,
I
and
like
very highly
conservative.
technical shit.
No.
It's being
I like
progressive.
conservative metal.
Okay. yeah, progress.
No,
cool, man.
wait.
Don't think
I
about
like
it too hard.
libertarian metal.
No, I know, but it's just it was something I thought about after the fact. I was like, oh, this guy probably thinks I'm a fucking retard. You know, it was just something
yeah,
funny
you're
to
thinking
me.
too hard. No, I like you, man.
No, yeah, of course. But yeah, dude, I'm a big fan of metal all around. Mostly like, you know, you asked about Dimmu Borgir, that's more like black metal orchestrated shit. I like Satyricon and
Black metal, like
You know.
Bad Brains or something.
no, that's
I
a
used
punk
to
band,
listen
isn't
to
it?
Dimmu
Like,
Borgir back in the
Whoa.
day. and shit
yeah.
that.
Like
In living color, perhaps.
I was gonna say,
Cult of
is there
Personality?
any black fucking heavy metal bands then? Because the only two
Yeah,
I
none
can
of them
think
are
of
even black.
were-
What the fuck?
exactly.
yeah, that's right.
Public Enemy. Oh, I got it. Fucking the Ice-T in God damn it.
Oh, that's right. Body Count?
Cop killer.
Body-
I know what you're
Cop
thinking. I
Killer.
can't ever
Cop
remember.
Killer. You know what I want. That's right. Actually, I'm gonna be seeing them in October, believe it or not. Body Count is listed as one of the performers at the Aftershock Festival, and I will
For sure.
try to live stream some of it. I don't know how much I can get away with out there.
That's
I don't
still a
even.
band. I thought that was a thing for like 2 years, like as a joke.
30 years ago.
Right? Yeah. Like that's
Well, that's
crazy to me.
they're getting away with it non-ironically now, I think. Like people aren't really grasping the whole picture because it's so
It's
old.
how metalheads prove they're not racist.
I'd go to one of those shows. I mean, that's just fun. I didn't even think that existed anymore.
Rage Against the Machine.
Ice-T's metal band.
Rage.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Right.
crazy.
Jada Pinkett Smith had a metal band for a while too.
Oh,
When like that new metal, rap metal stuff was getting
Alopecia.
popular.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Alopecia. That was a great band. They was losing their hair all over the stage and shit. You remember? That's what
No,
happens when you head drink too much. Your hair just falls out.
I don't think I got the neck muscles for
Okay.
that shit no more.
Nothing like her husband now, Willie Smith, that just came out with that new song, "Girls." And I'm not gonna. I thought about playing.
Wait,
that
I heard
shit.
it was badass.
Oh, I'm sure you did. I'm sure that happened. That's probably a real thing that happened in real life, I would assume. But yeah, no, the song is called Girls. The dude's like 55 years old, 56 years old, and he's just now coming out with a song called Girls after everyone started calling him a homo for having sex with P. Diddy. All of a sudden, now he's coming out with a song called Girls, like as if he's trying to cover his tracks or trying to
Yeah.
cover up for something. Maybe the fact that he got his asshole reamed out by a bunch of dudes at a P. Diddy party. You know what I'm saying?
I think he might be gay. That's why he's got a bald wife.
Nude butthole.
No offense to bald guys, but
I-
Will Smith's into the smooth skin,
smooth skin,
smooth
light,
scalp.
It's crazy.
light skinned dude.
He'll slap your
Black
fucking
people.
face about it too.
Jada Pinkett Smith, maybe like her and Halle Berry, may have been the only two ladies like that I may have found somewhat good looking back in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, Halle Berry was very
Black
I
one.
mean,
The black ones.
I guess when she had hair. I don't know. I've never been into black girls, but to me, she's like the black Anissa Joma of celebrities. Just ruining her husband's life.
Fuck you. You're a Jomo.
Fuck.
How dare
Don't
you?
fuck me. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, we know that bitch is a fucking alopecia having fucking beard. We know she's a beard, dude. Like, Will, you're not straight. You're not good at straight sex. You're gay. We know it. It's a fact. He can deny it all he wants to, but that baby lube, baby oil. Jesus, baby lube. Is there such a thing as baby lube? I hope not.
What the
That's
fuck?
not good if there is. Holy shit. Please, God. I hope to God there's no such thing as baby lube.
Patent it
Or if
quick.
there is, it better be in a hospital. Fuck. Holy shit.
I'm guessing it's made out of babies.
Yeah. So this is a Shuli joke now. We're doing Shuli jokes. Reported this channel. KB, God damn it, she's fast. She's good at this stuff. Reported. Stevie Lube.
KB's
That's
base.
hilarious. I mean, we do have just a touch of Stevie Lube stuff today, but yeah, Stevie Lube. Lube, is it? Stevie Lube. Stevie Lube is something
Whatever
he
happened
does
to
a
that
lot
guy?
by himself now because apparently Gustav did confirm that motherfucker lost his lady and he's been sitting there lying to everyone about that shit. So fuck you, Stevie
Hasn't
Lube.
this been
You
a
suck.
year-long process? Hasn't he been going through a divorce?
Multiple year process,
Supposedly
apparently.
trying to move out of his chick's house for like fucking well over a year.
Yeah, 2
Sure.
Christmases ago for sure.
Where is James?
Yeah, I want an update on this shit.
He's in
G,
hell.
Where is Jings?
He's in hell.
Uh,
He got
Crumb.
killed in prison, and he's in hell. And you're never going to
So-
see him again.
Is that true? Are we never going to see him
Yeah.
again because he's in prison
Yeah.
right now?
Well, he's in. He went to he went to prison and got raped all the way to hell.
Wow. That's harsh. That's a harsh sentence. Quad,
Yeah,
aren't you embarrassed? No, I'm not. Believe it or not. Is that so hard to believe?
This guy's
Mr.
fucking with you
Peterson?
every show.
No.
That's-
Are you sure?
He's your
I
biggest
didn't even
fan.
notice him in the chat ever. I think this is the first time he's been here. Indeed. Yes. Hey, everybody. Speaking of which, make sure that you hit that like button for us tonight. Smash to subscribe. And of course, turn on the what is it? The fucking notification so you
Algorithm?
know when we go
Yeah,
live.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be
Or else.
nomad. Yeah, like what are you doing with your lives if you're not hanging out with us? You lovely motherfuckers. We love every last one of you, dirty motherfuckers.
We do.
That's a fact, Jack. Also, of course, you guys know where all the links are pinned at the top of the chat up there. So if you want to get gifted memberships, if you want to buy a membership for yourself, I saw Michaela, she renewed hers. So good egg. Michaela's a good egg, renewing her membership. Remember, they're only $3 a month. So if you don't have a membership, you're losing out on at least 3 hours of extra content every week. We do the weekly dabble review on Sunday. So yeah, get your memberships now if you don't have a membership. Also, we're on a membership drive all the way through the month of June and July and to the near future because we're getting a little low on memberships, to be honest with you. I think we're down to about 140-ish. So we're way short of our target, which is 200. So yeah, anybody wants to help out, do the membership drive. Like I said, you can gift memberships to us, or you can become a member and check out all of our awesome content. We just did a show yesterday. It was a banger. And if you don't have a membership, you can't see it. So make sure you get your memberships, folks, like Eco Pineapple. Eco Pineapple, member for 6 months. Sperg snake greater than Roachy.
I'll take the compliment. I'm also self-deprecating. Roachy has nicer hair than me. I'll give him that.
He does have some.
He has hair. I mean, one of you has hair, the other one don't. So that's quite a difference, I would say. One of you's a Nazi, one of you's a fucking hippie. We got both ends of the spectrum.
That's true.
Are you on the spectrum?
I'm both.
I'm probably the only one of the two that has a Ben Sherman shirt. That's true.
I'm like you and Roachy combined.
Don't even know what that is. Yeah, combined into one. Master Blaster. One of you is a master of slaves. The other one's a blaster of slaves.
Goddamn.
Something like that. Plugger spade. Is this a question for you?
For me? No.
No idea. Yeah. Apparently we got a huge fan of the Jingsy guy.
We had Sam V.
Ah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know who my fucking chatters are better
These
than
guys
me?
fuck with you for so long. Eventually you just know how they type. Right? That's Sam V. If you see a guy named Sam Bibley, that's also Sam V.
That ain't Sam B.
You see a guy named Sam V. That's Sam. You want to bet?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much?
Yes. Sam. I've heard that feller. I don't know.
Cantaloupe Filter, aka the Crazy Lope. You've heard of him? He's your bud?
No. Sam Bibbs.
Sam Bibley. You're saying is not Sam V.
Right.
Yeah, that one I can contend a little bit.
Whoever is Sam Bibley in my Discord is definitely Sam V.
That I would probably not be surprised.
I don't think you're right about that, but that's okay. But yeah, also thank you, Michaela becoming a YouTube BYB podcast member. Michaela's awesome, man. She's out there reposting our fucking links every show we do on Twitter and elsewhere. Big fan. And we also appreciate everybody just helping us out on the social media side also. You don't have to help us out monetarily necessarily, but it is nice when you guys just give us a shout out on Twitter or just let everybody else know where we're at and what's going on. So people like Michaela rock. Thank you very much, Michaela. And welcome back. Michaela became a BYB podcast member. Pew, 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 pew.
What kind of gun she carries? She should post a picture of her gun on Twitter.
She conceals and carries. That's a fact.
380.
Yes.
Or
You don't have to bring that up. Jesus. I do like I believe in equal rights. So when people say like, oh, what do you mean like equal rights? What do equal rights mean? It means a lady has a gun, and anytime you fuck up and want to like hit a lady, she might just pull out a gun and fucking end it for you. So end of discussion right there. Ladies, all of you ladies should be packing, and I don't mean cocks. I'm talking about fucking the guns, ladies. Get out the guns. You guys should all be packing guns.
I just want to see what a lady cock looks like.
Every woman should actually have 2 guns at all times. She can still carry 2 guns just in case you can't get the first one working.
The ladies do sometimes have issues with getting the gun going in the first place. That is true. But before we go any further, welcome to the stage. After the big gulp, Crumb. What up, buddy? I didn't want to bring you on mid-drink. That's never a good look.
Oh, that's fine.
What up, buddy? How's it
I'm
going?
just drinking my cheap vodkas, you know.
Cheap.
Cheap.
I too am cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why Cantaloupe is so enthralled with what I spend on my vodka. What was the matter?
Yeah, you're a real cantaloupe, and I'm a real eggplant. That's right. Steve C, $2. Will stop pandering. What? I'm not pandering. I said very minimal. Actually, what I really came on here tonight to say was thanks for everybody being so fucking giving lately. God dang it. Is this true? Beloved chatter, do not fucking play with me. I don't believe that's true. Crumb and Quad are merging into one person called Crumb Father.
Is that me?
That's true.
What kind of person would we be if we were the same? If we merged together, what would we be? This is the superhero of the hackiest
Not
form.
sure, man. I'm sorry for your part of this because you're going to downgrade quite a bit, becoming a quadriplegic partially.
I'm fine with that.
Parts. Yeah, fair enough. Indeed.
I
Yeah.
mean,
If you had to pick, where would you have to be conjoined?
We're not doing
Cox.
that. No thanks.
Yeah,
No.
where would you have to start? Okay, see that's
They share one arm in the
we
middle.
share one cock.
Your bottom half, his top half. Well, whose and whose? You didn't specify, you son of a bitch. You'd be 3/5 of a person, therefore a slave.
Wow,
That's
good
not
point.
That's
On
not great.
Juneteenth. Around Juneteenth, I
it.
mean, Jesus.
No, it's come and gone. Actually,
it's close
you
enough.
guys can. So today's the 23rd. Okay, yeah. The other night was the longest day of the year on the 21st.
Mhm.
We are now past that day. So the days are getting shorter. I like that. It's going to be hot for a while, though. Indeed.
What about
always
the
hot.
great news about President Trump getting a ceasefire called for Israel and Iran? That's some big news, ain't it?
did that happen? I heard that.
So,
talking.
Yeah.
wait.
Pretty
So
sure you
he
check
got
Fox
this-
or CNN for that, right?
So yeah, I was gonna say we don't do political here, but yeah, is it kind of wild to like blow someone's shit up and then be like, hey, let's talk about a ceasefire now. What do you guys think? Since we just fucking, it'd be like walking up to a dude and slapping him in the face and be like, hey, what do you think? Should we talk about?
I just hope both teams have fun. I don't care who wins. I just hope they all have fun.
I mean,
they're having fun right now.
it proves my point that it's all a bunch of fucking malarkey. There's no way Iran was even close to nuclear weapons because they haven't figured
What?
it out in 30 plus years. They were about to do it in the next week. No.
They can't
Wasn't
figure out how
that
to build a
Biden's
fucking car. You think
slogan
they're building
He was
nukes?
running for
Yeah.
president.
Fucking
No
guys are
malarkey.
living underground and fucking goats out there. Y'all people think they're building nukes.
We built a nuclear bomb in 2
real
years in
old-fashioned-
1940, but Iran can't figure it out.
40. You're saying malarkey like you're a 100-year-old dude.
Well,
That's some
Well,
malarkey.
it's a
You
bunch
know,
of
the thing
malarkey.
is, we're not giving the Iranians enough credit. After the Jews, they're the second most intelligent people in the Middle East. They're also outstanding at. They're also outstanding at what is that? Reverse engineering things, and that's where they got their drones from. Is re-engineering one of ours.
Yeah,
Yeah, they can't figure shit out.
They're hacks
Yeah.
at war.
War hacks.
War hacks. Yeah.
I mean, like, this
We're
is
all-
going to happen in
we're all
another 10
for
years. We're going to have the same problem. They should just annihilate them, wipe one of them off the face of the earth, and
All
deal
of
with it
I
later.
think it should bomb every country ever, including America.
No.
Bomb everybody, then nobody has a bicker or fight or spit on each other or whatever.
How do we end the
Kill
fucking
everybody.
World War II? We dropped a massive amount of bombs and a nuclear bomb. That's how you end wars. Not this bullshit.
I'm a huge fan of Metallica, so yeah, the Kill 'Em All album
Yeah.
was great. Kill 'em all. Let God sort them out. That's right.
That's what they teach the military. Just kill everybody. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
look, until they drop a fucking missile on my house, like the war's not even real. None of the shit's even happening. I don't care.
Exactly. And they're never going to, they don't have the capability to fucking bomb their neighbor, let alone us over here. It's not happening.
Yeah, the thing Iran can send missiles across the ocean is
No.
nuts.
No.
I mean, we spend like $1 trillion a year on defense. You might as well have some fun with all that shit you make, right?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like having a box full of fireworks and never using them. Yeah, like, what's the point? Let's use some of these fireworks. We're men. We want to see explosions. We want to see glass breaking. We want to see stuff happening. That's right. That's what I'm in favor of. Things happening. good, bad, whatever. Just make shit happen. I'm
Well,
okay.
if they start drafting, I'm in favor of sending Dave Portnoy to the front lines to
He's too
fight for
old.
Israel.
Too old.
I'll go. Fuck it. Drop
Too
me
old. Too crippled.
We'll put you in a bed.
No way, dude. It's the quad in tank, man. It'd be all right.
Actually, in this day and
Strapping
age,
off.
a flat tire is probably you're still allowed in if you're quadriplegic in this day and age in the military.
Yeah, my
find
tires
a way.
have no air in them, so they're
Yeah. Flat
they're
feet,
solid
flat
core.
tires. Don't matter.
So put me in the Marine Corps with my solid core wheels. That is indeed. Nick in Fort Wayne. Look at this dude coming in, helping us out. We appreciate it. Everybody be like Nick in Fort Wayne, helping us out with the membership drive for the month. We're trying to get those numbers way up. Show me the numbers. That's right, motherfuckers. But yeah, thank you very much, Nick in Fort Wayne. I do appreciate that, sir. Nick in Fort Wayne coming in, gifting 5 BYB podcast memberships. Pew, 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 pew.
Yes! Yes! Oh, yeah! Can you feel that, buddy? Huh? 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 I have exorcised the demons.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart, sir. We do appreciate that. Thank you very much, Nick in Fort Wayne. You rock, sir. Very much. Indeed.
Thank you, Nick.
Steve C, $5. The blonde chick on the right knows how to keep her mouth shut. That one?
Talking about Sperg.
You blonde?
Am I
I
all
can't
right?
tell who's blonde.
No,
we
I'm-
got one guy with no hair. We got
I'm not
a guy
very
with
blonde.
a hat on, and then we got a gray haired. So I don't even know. Were you are you an ex blondie there, Honk, by chance?
Perhaps.
It's all gray now.
Oh, him.
Him.
Hi.
Yeah. Are you the blonde? You might be the blonde.
Chick with a beard.
Chick, too. Apparently, I have a pussy and a clitoris.
Well, I mean,
Nice.
if that's the case, then Steve C would probably enjoy scissoring you.
You say Steve C, you want to fuck?
No, he doesn't have normal sex. He wants to scissor. It's
Is that-
it's a different experience, but I think you might
We'll figure it
enjoy
out.
Triple G.
Is that the Steve C who killed
Wow.
himself?
It could be the ghost
Oh.
of Steve C.
$5 from the grave.
That got dark really quick. Steve C. No, that's Andy Dick, man. Can't you
Yeah, I
tell
was
by
gonna
the
say Andy
profile
Dick.
pic?
Yeah, I mean their whole Avatar fucking game is off. Steve C, that's a O&A guy that killed himself, but you got Andy Dick. Come on, figure it out, bro. Stick with a fucking troll.
We're not judgmental over here. He could be all over
I am.
if he wants to. Who knows? The guy might be schizophrenic, can have 3 or 4 different personalities.
That's true.
There's no telling in the Dabbleverse. Actually, I assume most of the people in the Dabbleverse probably have some mental disorder.
It was funny when you guys were discussing who was the fucking fruit before the cantaloupe. You're like, oh, it's
You need to
Funky
take some
Bronco. It's
espresso, man.
fucking. It's
You need some
someone
pep in
else.
your step.
It's definitely a bunch of the same people, right? There's probably 4 or 5 people that have multiple accounts.
and multiple personalities as well. Not just accounts, personality. Yeah, it is. It is. So cheers to all your disorders out there, folks. Whether you're a Sperg, an autist, whatever, retard. A lot of you seem to be retarded, but that's cool. I'm cool
Yeah.
with that, man.
I'm
fan of
retarded.
Retards are cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the coolest. Everybody's tarded these days.
Find the coolest way to be retarded.
When did I ever say I wasn't retarded? Prove me wrong.
Yeah,
You're off to
go
a good
back.
start.
Yeah, show the clip. Show the
If you
clip.
want to start podcasting,
Is that John Domingo?
No.
Yep.
Podcast. It is too, John Domingo. Jesus. Oh God, Peter Sky Parker, really? Is this how you got to act every day now? I know I'm retarded because I keep coming back to train wreck garbage show.
And I don't even get it, dude.
There
You
you
sound fine. Your mic is good. Like I don't get what he's coming.
You're
I don't even.
Same.
His argument is invalid at this point, in my opinion.
Invalid.
Who are you arguing
Your
with?
opinions don't matter, according to Crumb. Boom, got him.
He sounds fine. I don't. What is the problem with how you sound? What he just says you sound like shit. But how do you sound like shit? Because I can hear you fine.
It might not even actually be the. Maybe
Y'all
it's
read
not
chat
even
too much,
my
man.
audio. Maybe it's just he's just saying I sound like shit. Maybe that's
All
what.
right.
Like,
that's
it's
what I
Yeah,
was
that's
gonna.
that's
might be in the
debatable.
other room talking to him in person.
Well, then he should say you run a bad show, not you sound like shit. He should say you
There's
suck
all
at
the
this.
time.
You suck. Your voice
He did
sucks.
say-
Your audio's great. It just with a different person behind it would be great. Possibly that's what we're talking about here.
Oh no, shit! I'm next.
Yeah. You're asking.
Oh, I'm on the list.
Juggalette Jen. I heard she's got some real jugs too. Juggalette Jen became a BYB Podcast member. Pew, 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 pew. Thank you very much, Juggalette Jen. Is it? Indeed. I have seen her jugs. They're quite large. They're quite
seen 'em?
large.
No way.
Well, I mean, what on screen, or you know what I mean. I'm not trying to say like she sent me DMs. Hey,
I wanna
Juggalette
see
Jen, let's see those DMs. Let's see them things in the. Let's see those things all natural. I think they call it.
I don't think we want to do that.
Not
I
on
think
air.
we want to do that.
In the DMs.
I'm good.
fine.
Yeah, let's check out them
Send them
jugs.
to Crumbum then, specifically to Crumbum. Fucker. Pick him up. That's right. Thank you, Juggalette Jen, for becoming a member. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you to Nick in Fort Wayne for the gifted. We do appreciate that. And of course, Steve C with the super chats. We're doing it. It's happening. All right. You guys ready to get into some topics, some things going on? Hear about some things, as it were.
You showed us topics.
Sometimes we do. You know the deal. Come on, you've been here before.
I mean, I guess.
I thought this was like a lunatic lounge kind of deal where y'all just like pick your nose and eat McDonald's.
Sometimes we
Hey,
do
easy.
that. Sometimes.
Lunatic
I mean-
Lounge is a great show.
How about we?
Oh
pick
yeah,
Yeah, I'll fight you on
I
that.
believe you.
You guys, big fans of the sitting around picking your nose, or would you prefer doing topics?
Huge.
If it was up
Depends.
to you,
I mean, if I can pick someone else's
all I
nose,
watch.
I'm down with it.
play the fucking clap. G Rob says. Of course, she says that. That's her thing. She's all about it. All right, this is for G Rob. I don't know if you guys know the fresh news from last night, but indeed the biggest, fattest piece of grifting crap. No, I think his name's Melton, actually. Maybe I'll just stick with the name. Melton last night was grifting his little ass off and got his audience to pay for a trip to go to Minnesota for sentencing on Wednesday. So as you guys can imagine in your minds, in the back of the court will be one hunchback watching Aaron get sentenced for his revenge porn.
Yeah, he booked the flight earlier today. Flying business, I think.
Did you have
Yeah, I
to get
didn't
two
get-
seats?
I
Get
don't think he's wide as he is like
Hunchy.
fat. His fat goes out in front of him,
Or behind
gut
him?
area, not.
He had to get extra
Yeah, like he
back
carries
room.
it on the shoulders.
Yeah.
He's
Carries-
not a totally
carries
round
his fat
fat
on
guy.
his one shoulder. I'm just on the one, the hunch
There's
one.
there's a phone call with a local Minnesotan during this show where he's saying, if you get there an hour early, there's a chance you might be sitting on a bench next to Aaron Imholt
right,
because
Yeah, 'cause,
because the guy went through the same shit before. So like that would be
Exactly.
super funny. But
they're all just if they might be on the same bench, but they'll all be standing right in front of the same door waiting for the court to open up because
Yep.
apparently there's only two doors, two courtrooms on the second floor. There's just 2 doors, and they're both courtrooms, and there's a small hallway to stand around waiting to get into the courthouse. So therefore, they most likely will be staring at each other face to face before the sentencing starts. And of course, they're going to have that little hearing at the same time. So we'll find out if Aaron Imholt goes straight to jail, collects no $200, and does not pass go. He goes straight into the hole where he gets butt raped by a lot of black guys, I'm sure.
Is it an afternoon trial? I want to say it was supposed to be at like 2 in the afternoon or something. But I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, because, the judge might be a little more lenient in the morning. It might be if it's a shitty day.
I have heard this. There is a thing to be said. Like they say that you're better off getting sentenced in the afternoon after lunch is the best time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
There's
I never
blood sugar. Yeah.
You get the judge goes out to get lunch and is full and happy, not like you are in the morning when you're all fucking grumpy and in a bad mood and hungry, all the above.
Yeah, hangry sentencing is no good.
What time is the sentencing
for
happening? Isn't it like 1 p.m.?
And I don't give a fuck, honestly.
It is
I
impressive
think it
how
is,
much money
It all
Milton has
does
made
depend on
off
like
of
what mood the
this guy.
judge is in at the time.
It's
Like,
a lady judge. She could be on the rag
Oh,
floor.
she's a cunt, right?
Yeah, she's going to have a salad for
she is
lunch
kinda
and still be
older, though.
miserable.
She might.
I think
she might
there
have already
is-
done that menopause thing. Who knows? Maybe she doesn't even have anything going on down there. Maybe
Melvin's
it's
saying
all-
like,
Show us
I
your
don't
pussy,
think Aaron's
Judge.
going to jail because people get away with everything now or whatever. But like, there's so many articles about this dude. The fucking news has made video clips about him. And
Yeah,
shit. Like,
make an example out of this motherfucker.
There's going to be a
right?
lot of evidence that judge is reading on him that makes him
Make
look
an
like a
example
big
out of
fat
him?
piece of shit. Number one, his mugshot for the entire fucking thing. He's smiling in it. Like, how cool am I right now? Like, fuck.
Is that a smile?
Well, they always tell you
like
to
a
smile
weird
for
smile.
those.
The judge is going to see that mugshot and be like, this guy has no remorse for what he did. And he thinks it's
Let
cool.
me see that mode.
We got to teach this guy a lesson.
No, I'm sure his like social media manager told him you got to smile in the mugshot because it's gonna be used all over the internet. So you got to look like you're happy.
Yeah, that sounds like
God, I
good
don't know. Would
advice.
you consider that a smile or a grimace?
Because
He
you know
was
he has
looking
a
at that.
social media manager.
Aaron thought it was so cool that was happening when that photo was taken.
He thinks pasta
He
buckets are
100%
cool.
did.
So
Yeah, because
the man, I don't understand. But the man is retarded, and then people are surprised that he does retarded shit all the time. Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're
He's
here for
retarded.
it.
Well, see,
Yeah,
that's
it's-
kind of my
it's
thing.
entertaining.
Like,
Nobody's surprised.
I think some
well, that's
people
the thing.
are.
I think
He
he's got
does
slaps
not-
on the wrist all the way up until this point. It's never really
Yeah,
been a
that's just from
consequence.
Nick
Yeah,
Swardson.
big time.
Some people are surprised. They're like, I can't believe he fucking can't change a
They're
tire.
not.
It's like, what? You were
Who did
surprised,
change a tire? He did it.
No.
He did it badly, but he did do it. I'll give him
right?
credit.
But
for
he,
that.
he had to go
I know
on
they
and
broke
prove
all
he
that
could do
shit
it.
down multiple times now. He did do it. Is he a manly man the way he did it? No.
No.
Can he change a fucking tire in a pinch? Yes.
By the skin of his teeth, he doesn't have a fucking jack. He's just one of them
Yeah, he got
bottle
a
jacks that
jack,
like come
one of
with the
the-
car.
Yeah, that piece of shit one that
You
would
have
use.
one that doesn't come
Yeah.
with the car because I don't.
You don't have toll.
Yeah, I have a hydraulic jack.
But do you like
I have a
work on
pool table,
cars and
bitch.
shit
You want
though?
to talk? You want to try me?
No, I'm not trying you. I'm asking you a question. Do you have like you're like a car guy then? If you have a hydraulic jack, because that's
Yeah,
not a normal
cars.
thing in people's garage.
I do. I have
It's
a
not?
2-ton hydraulic and no
You're
car.
a car guy though, right?
you talking
work
about
on
a
cars.
I don't have a car.
I
have
have
furniture,
cars.
I gotta
own
move
cars,
furniture.
and I
A
own
rolling
cars.
floor
Yeah.
jack. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
basically.
kind that.
Yeah,
You
most people don't have that shit.
Exactly.
Car
Yeah.
guys
Oh,
do.
all right.
Yeah.
People that do stuff have those things, but this guy isn't a guy who does things.
That's
Most people
fair.
don't
That's a good
have.
point.
They have a
Mechanic.
jack that came with their car.
He's got a brand new.
He's a
like,
podcaster, radio guy.
fucking,
Of course,
yeah.
he doesn't
Chevy
know how to do
Suburban,
jack
no
shit.
jack.
He's got fucking noodly, wimpy arms.
But he's got a car guy fucking
he's got
friend.
the limpest wrists in the biz. Like, of
I mean,
course.
I'm more impressed when someone they pay for that shit because that's what people do mostly. They pay someone to do that shit.
Right. The trick to all of this stuff is to have a guy. I got a guy for this, I got a guy for that, like the New York way. It actually is a good system. Like if you have a buddy that can whip shit out in fucking 20 minutes compared to your fucking half a day, then that's smart. If you know somebody that's in every kind of different field you could use to whip out stuff. And it works out really well when you yourself know how to do something. You have a trade, you know what I mean? Because back when I used to do construction, I could come over to your house and whoop this out real quick in trade for something in the future. You know what I mean? That's just how it works.
I don't know what we're talking about. We're not talking about Aaron, bro. This guy doesn't know how to make dinner.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
I wouldn't
we're
trust the guy
surprised
to
he doesn't
change
have
a
a
trash bag in my kitchen.
Oh, I just bought 2 trash cans today.
I take out my own trash can. I'm a real man.
Yeah. I'm sure it has its own set of wheels.
It fucking of course.
Yeah, I pay someone to do that for me too.
Yeah, how old is he? 8, 9?
12 and 15. Yeah.
There you go. that is the biggest regret I have for not having children is being able to be like, go cut the fucking grass because I don't feel like it.
Yeah, dude.
I need a chore person.
Having kids makes you become a fucking man.
I'm not saying that. I know plenty of men with kids that are not men. Yeah.
Real men.
Well, speaking of Aaron,
you got a point. Yeah. You raise a valid point.
Dejois, my dad had a whole car lift. Humble brag. Oh, yeah, Dejois, my dad could beat your dad up. Take that.
Humble brag. Humble brag.
You get one.
My dad's dead.
Brandon 666, $10. Thank you very much, sir. Quad, are all your guests prospects for some 1% meth using human trafficking loser MC club? Let's fight, losers. What motorcycle club are you thinking about? Because most of my friends are gypsy jokers, but I guy dress.
Oh, I'm in the California. It was at the Sons of Anarchy,
That's a TV show. Cool.
Redwood.
This guy's really scared of getting muted on YouTube or something. Using all them extra characters. None of that shit would have got your comment taken down. And even if it did, you could have just tried again.
Are we doing like tutorials? Oh, hey, we brought Triple G on tonight so he could do super chat tutorials for everyone. All right, go ahead. Explain.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrong.
What? Say what I just said again?
Again, yeah. Again.
You can first of all, you can just say meth. You don't have to use the number 3 as an E. That's weird.
You can even just use it if you want. Jack Brennan, you could stay up all night if you want. So, Jack Brennan, are you looking for meth? Are you like trying to reach out and get some? Like, I don't think we should mail you any. I don't think that's.
I used to be meth king. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't take you serious.
They called you the king of meth
over email.
Oh, email. No, I don't know about email. Send me
this guy would get me busted if I was going to mail him meth.
How do you know? He looks like he's got a Nazi mustache.
I know
right with a fucking Nazi stash. Like, I think he's cool, dude. Adolf used a lot of meth as well, so maybe he's just a huge fan of meth.
We're all meth smoking Nazis.
Meth is great.
It can be.
Fuck yeah.
I get why people get addicted to it. It's fantastic.
Can't put it down.
It's your drug. I'm not joking. It's not a joke.
I've done it one time, and I was like, yeah, I get this. I get why people love it. This is fantastic.
Kahuna Aaron is the member of the Minnesota Powder Puff MC gang. Right. Yeah, that's a ladies football team. I get you. He would be that guy to dress up as a lady to play football because he's a fig. That's a fact. Aaron,
are you gonna watch this clip?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is the
that's a
20
movie.
thing in
There's
Melton's
a clip.
corner there? What is that? 20?
20 years he's been podcasting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He
Wow.
just
Yeah, about
celebrated
2005
it
or so. Yeah, he just celebrated 20.
very recently. So
That's a movie though, right? Like Aaron dressing up as a chick.
Ew,
Um,
what? Ew, Melton.
trying
No
to-
one cares. Mike Mark cares, I guess.
I just feel like 20 years. It's a long time.
Your
I feel like
daddy
I would have heard about you before 2 years ago.
dying of cancer. Yeah, so Misery Loves Clips, is it? Put this out very recently, last night. So what you're saying is he created a goal and then asked his audience to financially meet that goal for him. Sounds familiar, right? That's another win for the toe. But anyway, let's hear it.
You guys are forcing me to go to Minnesota. I will be doing that. I would love it if someone could make Aaron address that on his show tomorrow morning, just to get the blood a pumping to his little bent button. That's what I would love. That's what I would love.
So yeah, anyway, he had the audience go ahead and pay for their trip last night. They got him enough for like I don't even know. He didn't say the number, but I'm sure a plane ticket to Minnesota isn't that much, and a couple nights hotel is not that much. And I think they were looking up hotels. They're like the nicest ones they have in St. Cloud were like $80 a night. So classy, really nice place. It sounds like sketchy. Plus
round trips
raped
probably
by Somalis.
$350.
You ever been raped by a Somali, Triple G?
Have I been raped by a Somali?
I'm the captain
I
now.
can't really remember, but I'm gonna just to be safe. I'm gonna say no.
You blacked out a few times and you don't know for sure. All right, got it.
Molly is my favorite drug I've ever taken.
How did this question get asked to me just now? What the fuck made you think of rape? How do we go from Melton flying to Minnesota
Minnesota
to
is
me getting raped by Somalis? How did this happen?
it's little Mogadishu. That's how.
Stream of
Apparently, there's a lot of
consciousness.
Somalians in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
God,
They
you need to
pushed,
catch up on
both
all your
Karmic
records.
and
There's a lot of
Aaron
Somalians
out of-
in my. There's more in my state. I think you
No.
promise.
Florida.
No, there
Big
isn't.
time. Yeah, I'm right on the
No.
coast. There's no way there's not.
I know
Okay,
there's not. There's
So
full
last argument
towns
that
in
we're
the
having-
north that they fucking just flooded with Somalis,
I
dude.
see them.
You see
So our
buses
last
and
argument was my dad's
no.
better than your dad.
Yes.
Now we're like my state
Buses,
has more
Somalis,
state
and
than your
Mexicans?
state. That's
Yes.
the new argument now.
Mexicans living together in harmony? Get the fuck
All
out
the
of here.
time. I'm building their houses.
Nice,
Fuck
Vato
it.
Loco.
Building their houses. I am enjoying
The Indians too.
I don't know. I just know they infiltrated a ton of north states. Minnesota and Maine are two of them. Just tons of Somalis, way more than
And
I've ever
South
seen in
too.
my life.
Somebody did a dodocumentary
For
with the
10
Mall of
years, by the
America.
way.
Oh, I saw that documentary, Sperg Snake. It was called Black Hawk Down. I saw it. They rented Minnesota, and
Black Hawk.
they had a big battle. I don't know who won though. It seemed kind of like the blacks won,
I
honestly.
only have one Somali joke.
The
and it's I'm
blacks
the captain
always
now.
win.
The blacks.
Hey, did you know that Somalis eat mud pies?
Those are Haitians. God, you guys don't even know your blacks apart. How
You don't
racist
even know
are
your
you?
cavemen.
You don't even know your blacks. Learn about the blacks, folks. Juneteenth just happened. That's very important that you know what happened that day. Someone explain it to me. I don't know.
It's when the frees or the slaves found out they were free.
All right.
Oh,
Only in Galveston, Texas.
Yeah, in Texas.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere. Who just who lives in Galveston or did? Never mind.
Glenn Campbell.
Reverend Rage, $5. If you have to compare your manliness to Aaron, well, then you've already lost. Just saying, like, kind of a pussy shit. Bless everyone except Julie. Julie. Hi, Julie.
Thank you, Reverend Rage.
Yes, thank you very much, Reverend Rage, and keep up the hatred. If you want to sponsor us, or if you want to get like some other group to an outside group possibly to sponsor us, We'll sponsor the same kind of groups that MLC does. Hamas is a great thing to sponsor. I'm fine with it. Palestine, Qatar, Jordan, like all of them. I'm down. I'm down with the. I'm down to clown. That's a fact. Thank you very much, Reverend Rage. Jack Brennan, $666, $10. Thank you very much, sir. Peasants, I spend all day and super chat more than you can all hope to afford. One experiments and super chats until the message goes through, and it involves putting goofy symbols instead of vowels, etc.
Well, Jack,
Cool.
let me be the first one to say thank you for being a fucking big baller, buddy. We do appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've seen bigger super chats though. This guy
That's the
is a
third
fake.
Brennan brother, right?
I spend and super chat more than
That's
all
Brennan brother
you
that's
can
not famous.
hope to afford. What does that even mean?
He spends
Crumb, you
more
need to take a 5-hour energy
He-
or something, bro. You're
he-
He's
all
probably
in
a day
between.
trader. He's probably
I'm good.
balling. In a day, he can make more than all of us can even imagine. More money than you've ever seen in your life.
And then he sends
Could
it
it-
to you.
Right. And well, I mean, he's, experimenting with the words and the messages and things. He could have just said, I got more disposable income than anybody on panel.
You know what makes
But
me
he
want
wanted to sound smart. I super chat and spend more
Prove
than you
it.
can
Spend
afford.
$100.
The
Prove
fucking
it out.
Exactly. Fucking
I'll give fucking
Yes.
$10. Look, I got $10
Rude.
bucks. See, I have more money than you.
yeah.
You think I don't have $10? Send $100, faggot. Can I say that on this show?
You're not
It-
supposed to,
Yeah,
but
it's
okay.
just
It's
bundles of
fine with
sticks.
me. I mean, I don't give a
And cigarettes. Bags are cigarettes. Faggots are bundles of sticks. What's the big deal? Faggots are also sausages in Britain. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Quad.
Yeah, I love
Great.
pork
Ruin my
faggot.
breakfast.
You learn something every day. Rochi taught me that. Rochi taught me about faggots.
This is expert.
Don't ask any questions. Whatever you do. Daytwa, $2. I recommend not staying in St. Cloud. Yeah, from everything I saw, as far as looking up places in St. Cloud, it does seem like an absolute shithole. So I would have to agree with you 100%, Daytwa. Not a nice city at all. I don't know. Why do people want to live there? I have no idea. But I guess Aaron lives kind of outside of that quite a bit. So
Yeah, Minnesota's very spread out. There's only like so many cities, and then it just kind of towns off a freeway kind of thing.
Lots of lakes.
Lot of lakes.
Like
A
1,000.
lot of Somalis.
They actually have like towns I think they took over. Like the whole government's now Somali.
yeah, they did. Obviously, they have call to prayer in Minneapolis now, or whatever. Part of that.
Maybe
town.
Triple G has that in his area too.
Do you guys have
Yeah,
call to
yeah,
prayer?
remember,
The
like, remember I said
Islamic
so?
call to prayer 1,000 times a day on a loudspeaker.
Yeah,
Like a
I'm sure he
great
does.
happen in America. The America I believe in. That's right. All right. The whole thing happened last night. He got his trip paid for. Melton's going to Minnesota. He is going to be at the sentencing. You would think that Aaron would be annoyed enough about it to bring it up on his podcast. But yeah, today it was weird watching his show and seeing him not even talk about it one time, which means he's probably so annoyed about it that he doesn't even want to bring it up. We know little Aaron.
Ignoring super chats.
Well, he didn't
That's the
ignore
other
it.
thing.
Here,
Not counting goal money.
let's watch. We
Wait,
got
so
the clip.
he's not on the up and up? Oh no.
Dream Labs have tote bags for merch.
Oh, dude, totally. We should totally have tote bags.
We have to be
Tote.
we have to have-
bags.
hit the goal tote bags.
Totes
Yeah.
the goats.
That has to be a thing. If
Or
we're-
another win for the tote.
another win for the tote. Oh, multiple tote bags. Oh, hold on. Brian with $50
He was super mean.
says, I'm giving you a heads up. Melton is an obsessed stalker. Yes.
I don't know if that. Thank you for that alert. We could have used that a couple of forever ago.
Thank you, ladies and.
So you heard how he just read it. The entire thing reads as such. Aaron, why are you skipping my super chat? I'm trying to give you a heads up. Melton is an obsessed stalker. Do you already know about this? His previous super chats were letting him know that Melton will be at his sentencing on Wednesday. Aaron is just being a fucking bitch. And
He's trying to pretend he didn't see the previous ones.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we all know he's an obsessive stalker, whatever, and gay, and a PDF, whatever. Say what you want about the guy. But indeed, one thing Aaron is a total pussy-ass bitch. Because if I remember in the past, like when, what's his name? Ethan Ralph went up there. Aaron challenged him to a boxing match almost immediately.
Because he knew he wouldn't show up.
Exactly.
100%.
Also, Aaron in the past has offered a boxing. He offered to pay Melton a plane ticket to get up to Minnesota so that they could box. And Melton instantly agreed to the terms and said, yeah, I'll come up there. Later on, of course, famously, we know Aaron decided to come up with a bunch of other things like getting safe sport, getting insurance, and a bunch of this other stupid shit so that they could have a boxing match. He didn't do that for Ethan Ralph. He did do that for Melton. So we know
Melton accepted it twice.
Yeah,
and
Aaron's
that, but clips of it, clip compilations are out there about it, like proving this. Melton accepted the deal twice, and then Aaron the next day immediately is like, "Oh, he's afraid of me. He won't box me."
Real quick, because who would win in that match, though? For real, would it be Aaron?
Aaron probably could beat up Melton.
I think he would.
Melton doesn't have
boxes all the time. You would think he would be a good boxer.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, just looking at knowing
Aaron
nothing about
win.
them, looking at them, you would say Aaron will win. Melton says he's like, oh, I could beat him because I'm a big guy, but it's like you're not an active big guy.
Melton's not saying he could beat him. Melton's just saying
he's
would.
He's definitely said he would beat him. Yeah, I've heard it. I don't have a clip.
Okay, well, he
but
hasn't. He's just saying he would box him. But
he said he would beat him. He said, I would grab you and it would be nothing. You're like nothing to me. I'm a big, giant, fat man, and I would destroy you. I mean, not in those words, but that's what he said.
I know Aaron might have told you that, but okay.
No, I don't listen to Aaron.
Melton doesn't go around.
The only time I've ever listened to Aaron is through
guy. He doesn't go around saying, "Yeah, I could totally beat your fucking ass." He's more humble.
No, he definitely did say that. I don't have the clips, but I listened to the guy.
Yeah.
He definitely said he would beat Aaron in a boxing match. 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think it depends on if Aaron's smart or not and tries to wear Patrick out. But I don't think he would ever agree to fight another
how funny
fight.
Would it be that Aaron's only boxing match he ever won was from some big 300-pound guy with no boxing training?
I think that Melton would actually beat
that would
Aaron.
Still be an Aaron L.
I think Melton was right when he said that. He probably would beat Melton or Aaron because Aaron's a fucking retard and fat guy too, out of shape. And we've seen him box. He's not a boxer.
You know what happened? Melton would come out throwing bombs, haymakers, 4 or 5 big things.
2 of them.
Yeah, and be over with.
No, but that's all.
That's a good point.
What do you mean it'd be over with because he'd be out of gasping for air because he's so fat, or
either way,
or he'd be knocked out.
Either he
Melton would not
make
it to round 3. There's no way.
No, it's round 1.
He can't make it to his mailbox.
Yeah, no, I would not expect Melton to make it 3-minute round. That's a 3 minutes is an eternity with like 14-ounce gloves on. They're heavy. They wear you out, dude. Trust me. I was very smart when I used to box. I would just sit back and let people come to me so that I didn't expend like a shitload of energy because after you do wear yourself out, there's no power behind your punches. So it's like you have to use them. You have to use your energy properly. Very specific. So yeah a big guy like that, you wouldn't be smart just coming out throwing haymakers. You'd wear out like fast.
But he'd have to get it done quick, though.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah,
all
try
Aaron would
to
have to
execute.
do is block the first few. It's not a good recipe. Anyway,
It would be fun to watch, though. They should do it just
Yes.
for monetary
Not in one punch.
reasons.
Yes, that
be-
would be the dream. Because then Aaron could
He's
put
on the
3
Yeah, he can't
as
get off
his
the
record.
ground
3.
for like
You
10
got fucking
minutes.
Johnny Crutches as the corner man. He needs a ramp to get up there and help Aaron. And you got Moody in the other
Let's not
corner.
make fun of the
Fucking,
disabled now. Let's not be weird, Crumb. That's
I agree with that though, but I don't think there's a full card. We need to get Aaron Karmic needs to be versus somebody.
No.
Who else
Hey,
do we got?
hold on. We have Melton going to Minnesota. Let's keep it simple.
Okay.
We got one guy
I
that's
got a
going to be up
question.
there. Let's open up that gym. Let's get them both in there, and after hours boxing match, get it over with, and move on. Because one way or another, one of them's going to get. Probably neither one of them would get hurt. Would be my guess. They'd both just wear out and it'd be over. That's my guess.
They just fall asleep standing up, leaning against each other.
No, I think they both would wear out. I think Aaron's a fat slob too, so I don't think he's got much endurance, honestly.
No,
I would say they both would wear out.
he's a doughy fat boy.
Fat boy. All right, let's hear Aaron. Let's hear him respond to this $50 super chat he got.
Elton is an obsessed stalker. Yes.
I don't know if that. Thank you for that alert. We could have used that a couple of forever ago.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called Super Chats from 2023. That's our new segment on the program. Oh, shit. This is fiction.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Cheetos gave.
Anyway, we got another book.
In 2023, April was on the show.
Right?
Super chats from 2023. It was a lot different back then, dude. Like,
But that's okay. So that's not the point. The point is he's just totally deflecting the fucking $50 super chat. Was highly annoying when Aaron knows full well what happened. There is no doubt in the world that Aaron knows that Melton will be at the fuck. He pays more attention to his chat than anybody in the business. I guarantee everybody in his Rumble chat this morning were saying like, no, Melton's going to be in Minnesota on Wednesday. Like, oh, what are you going to do, Aaron? You know, when he doesn't want to talk about something, he doesn't. It's that simple. Or people that brought it up got blocked. That's what happened. You know, that's what happened.
yeah.
I heard
you
that
know
Balls was on a. Oh, I was going
You
to
know
say, I
he
heard
wishes
Balls was
he
on a
could-
warpath.
He wishes he could subliminally tell his fans, like, hey, don't cut it out. Stop. Don't mention that. Nope. Like,
No, he told
I
his
don't know.
odds, like, go after people that are doing it. I guarantee that's
that's an
That's his-
unavoidable thing. And why wouldn't you address that? Like,
yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not like he's going to get in any more trouble than he already has for bringing it up. So
yeah.
very,
It's not
Right.
like it's not like the guy didn't avoid 2 boxing matches with you and he's clearly afraid of you.
Right, no kidding. I mean, like, Aaron should be able to capitalize on this, but he's not. He can't think as how to work it to his favor instead of just eating it instead of and saying, well, he's going to be there. Everybody's going to see what's going to happen, and then we'll know.
Yeah, he's just
and-
gonna eat it.
Maybe he was
Yeah,
full
no.
of Nick's jizz.
When it's
Well, that's
all
a-
over,
Speaking of
he's still gonna twist it, despite the like 3 or 4 people that are gonna be at that fucking court case to listen to it all. You know,
4
the same
or
thing with his
5.
live event.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how many people will be there. As a matter of fact, I think there's going
Yeah.
to be a lot more than 4 or 5.
No, I can't wait. I'm gonna tune
Tag the
in to
both in the
that.
question too.
To be an interesting
Or
week.
Aaron Imholt, what are your thoughts on P-Melt watching your sentencing on Wednesday? How exciting, right? He saw it. He's tagged in it. Patrick Melton as well was probably waiting there, bated breath.
You
to
got
get a
one like.
Put a poll up in the chat and,
Oh, it's
and
retarded.
see if it'll be like a non-event, like most things are. Because it's gonna be a non-event. Someone's paying him to go to Minnesota, and he's gonna be like, okay, I was here, and then we're like, all right, cool.
that in and of itself is kind of the point, that he'll
Yeah.
just be there being an
That's right.
annoyance to Aaron.
Comedy.
Because can you imagine? Here's Aaron being sentenced. But that's the other thing too. Like he's not getting like.
But Melton isn't great out of the studio.
But
His charm is in the studio, in his environment.
He's not going to be able to record it. So once
You can
again,
do it live from outside the courtroom on the stairs. Like
after,
I mean,
I'm saying during the event, he's not going to be able to record it. So therefore, once again, it's going to be Aaron's word against Melton's. So you know what I mean? There's not going to be like play the clip.
And what's up with Minnesota? Why can't we get all their fucking video?
And, Melton, whatever, you know, he's not. He'll have his version of what happened, and Aaron will have his version of what happened, and they won't match up. It's a guarantee that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But there'll be documents filed after the court case too, Crumb. Like, so you'll know exactly what language was used.
But with like Nick's body cam video, why isn't that out on everywhere? Why is there a court case to get it released?
No, the body cam footage. The body cam footage never got entered as evidence, so it couldn't be FOIA'd. You know, so it was never in a trial. It's private until it's made public. You know, not every body cam is just, you would have access to every body cam ever.
Different laws.
And that's the other thing, I think it's
I'm used to Florida. Where every body cam
happen.
is, I can get any body cam I want in Florida.
I bet there are some body cams.
Do that a lot.
We got sunshine laws. Yeah, everything that's,
You get body cam footage a lot?
Sure.
No, it's yes or no. You do that? That's a thing you do?
I mean, if you want it, sure. You can get it.
You said I can do it if I want. That's what's so great about it.
That's a true statement.
Is that a thing
if
you do?
If you want to get body cam footage in Florida, you can get it easily.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the question?
Is that a thing you do a lot?
No. But if I wanted to, I could.
Yeah, that's all I'm wondering.
Okay.
I object to this line of questioning from both of you because it's retarded on basis that it's totally retarded and irrelevant and
I don't get the.
The longer you let this guy
trying to get me with a got you?
That's how it's gonna be.
What was your get me? If I said I did, if I said yes, I get body cam footage. What was your?
Why
response?
are you worried about a get me? Why wouldn't you just answer the question?
Well, this is the thing you brought up.
Help you, God.
I was wondering. This guy must like getting body cam footage. Turns
no, I'm
out
just saying I know the laws in Florida. If you want body cam footage, you can
You're
get
a lawyer?
it easily. I guess obviously in Minnesota it's hard. That was my point.
And I think there's private.
Am I a lawyer? Yeah, I have to be a lawyer.
That was the question I asked you 5 seconds ago. Yeah.
No, I'm not a lawyer.
Okay, cool.
So what, do I have to be a lawyer to get body cam footage?
Yeah. Yeah.
So all those YouTube videos that do body cam footage
fucking straw
all day. What?
I mean, you can't get
now
all
you're deaf.
body cam
Fucking
footage.
what? Come on, bro.
Get all body cam
I'm just
footage.
confused,
If you're
bro.
going to
I'm
a
confused.
restaurant-
Yeah, you've been confused. You've been asleep since you've been here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, of course there
Guys are
are
making
some
it weird.
situations. Is my mic like really on a fucking like 5-hour delay? Because
No, you sound great.
Like you guys can't hear a fucking thing when I talk.
Well, Crumb won't shut the fuck up. That's the whole problem.
Wait, I'm too quiet,
every one of you
but
guys
now
do.
I won't shut up.
Steve,
Pick a
host is trying
lane,
to
bro.
talk. He won't shut the fuck up.
Pick a lane.
We're watching in real time.
I'm too
Let-
quiet.
let
I'm
the
too laid
quiet-
back.
let quiet
I
talk.
need to
Let
bring
the
up the
host
energy, but I
talk.
won't stop talking.
Shut your face. Shut up.
Okay. So maybe you have an agenda. I don't know.
I thought you said you were going to shut up.
I didn't say that. You want me to shut up, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I do.
Now that you think I talk too much,
Hey,
I'll just keep talking.
hey, write in the chat if anybody wants this guy to shut up.
Of course they're going to say
Let
yes.
us know in the chat.
That's a great tactic. They're going to pay
I think
$50 to kick me off.
Peter's
dude.
guy Parker's pretty
I
much
can't
been
make
telling
them
us
do
to
it.
shut up the entire time.
all night.
You need the chat to help you out with fucking a weird, stupid
Chat,
argument.
save me.
I mean, that's what you just said.
I'm in peril.
Chat, if you want this guy to be
Chat,
quiet,
I look stupid. Save
speak
me.
up. Speak up.
I thought we were going to go to a blueberry festival together, man. What happened? Me, you, and Mudman. We're gonna
Never
do
said that.
Yeah, you did.
Seafood.
You came on my
festival.
show and we made that arrangement.
It was seafood.
I
There's
think it
no
was a
blueberries
strawberry
in
festival,
Florida.
actually.
Michaela
I don't know
says
what
Florida has loose laws.
Yeah,
It's why
called-
we have Florida man stories.
Yeah.
Probably, right? Because you got a state full of
What are you, a lawyer, Michaela?
40 million people. And then, no, what she's saying is the reason that you have so many, why everybody thinks Florida
No,
people
I
are-
understand.
Stop interrupting the host, you faggot.
that is, Florida has loose FOIA request laws. Right.
No, it's called the Sunshine Law, where you can get any public record. It's all available.
Very nice. So what were we talking about? So what do you guys think? Do you think that Aaron did indeed violate his terms of release with his revenge porn plea deal, or do you think it's all going to be what it was already? He's going to pay the $50 fine and move on with his life,
He's
or do
made
you think
several violations, obviously, but he's not going to get. He's going to get hit for like maybe 2 of those, even though it's more like 10.
Yeah.
So that's your.
That's what I was
No,
going to
go
say.
ahead.
I know
I'm
he
gonna go around the room and
violated.
see what everyone thinks. Sperg.
He can't stop.
I know he
talking about
violated. That's what I'm saying. Like he was mum on Melton, but was happy to talk about everybody else nonstop and talk around everybody else nonstop, thinking he's being slick. And everybody made the prosecutor, the judge, and his own attorney aware what he was doing. But still, it's going to be probation, community service, and fines. A combination of all of that. I don't think he's going to be as bad as I want him, even if it's only 2 weeks straight.
We all know
this
what the
plea
plea
deal's
deal
gonna
is,
get.
right?
That's garbage.
Hold on. Everybody here knows what the plea deal is, right? $50 fine and 1 year probation.
Okay, yeah, he's going to get. It's not going to be that.
Okay, so now that
there's violations now, that's what it was before the violations.
Okay, so that was the question. Is it going to be worse for him knowing that I think he did violate? I think it's going to be worse than what it was when he goes
but
to
he's
court
not going to be punished
Wednesday.
how he should be. He violated the shit 10 times. He's going to be hit.
Well, how should he be
2 of them.
punished?
Like he should sit for 30 days.
They should cut his
at
head
least.
off and fuck his mouth.
Back to the guillotine.
Yeah.
But like, no, 30 days in the can and fuck his finances up a little bit will maybe make him act right. If he gets to do community service on weekends and has to work off fines or whatever, that's garbage because it doesn't really teach him a lesson. He still will be like, I barely got away with it, but I got away with it. If he had to sit in county for 30 days, he would be scared. He'd be real scared about violating anything.
Though. He's not.
I just hope they make him hang out with black people every day.
one of the things in his violation possibility was automatic 90 days in jail for violating his release. Therefore, that's a possibility. I mean, he could absolutely be drugged into county jail. Now, good time served and all that crap. He could end up serving like 30 to 45 days. That's probably what would end up happening. If they did send him to 90 days in jail, it probably would be like 30 days, something like that.
That's a lot of time in jail for a virgin asshole.
And you're also talking about
be in
Minnesota. They don't fucking prosecute shit. They're the worst. They fucking let a city be destroyed. Like, they give a fuck about Aaron M. Holt? No.
If he serves 90 days, he's going to lose everything. He's going to lose his house. He's going to lose his vehicles.
Yeah, that's why I don't think he
also
will get that
down America.
type of jail time because it would break his life. Sorry, go ahead.
They can do shit.
So everybody thinks that they're just going to sign off on the deal that they already have presented by the DA, which is $50 fine and what they already had agreed upon, like a year's worth of probation, where he cannot. The probation pretty much is you can't talk about Kayla. That's pretty much what the agreement always was. And if he violates that, then something else will happen. But up until that point. So everybody here
Look.
pretty much thinks nothing more is going to
Yeah.
happen to Aaron.
Bring
Yeah,
up
check it out.
Bloobachairs.
Now, you
chat.
do
No, I think
remember
it's-
our one friend,
I think it's gonna-
You do remember our one friend Cheeseburger. 6
I do.
convictions for drunk driving and hardly did any time. So Minnesota sucks.
I think he's gonna get hit with something else. Both of the Ricadas are gonna be in that courtroom testifying against him. Kayla Ricada
but
herself.
They're
You know,
they're drug
they've
addict
got-
fucking losers.
I'm sure they
any
have a library
credibility.
of clips. Every time Aaron's mentioned, Kayla's name, not mentioning her.
So you
I'm
think?
sure they're
So
saying-
wait,
they're
wait,
saying-
wait,
people
wait,
are saying
Crumb.
everything
Crumb,
on
you
Instagram.
think the judge
Whether
is
or
gonna
not
be
they're on
up-
crack, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't think the judge is gonna be like, well, actually, you don't have any rights because you're a tweaker. It's fine that he sent nudes around of you. Like, what? I don't think that's
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to say that, but he's going to think it.
She's just a tweaker. We don't. Who cares if he sent nudes of this tweaker around?
If this judge is informed in any way, they'll be like, yeah, these people are all retarded. I'm not going to fucking. You're saying he's going to lose his house and his cars for over this? Come on. You're ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah. If
I never said
I'm
that.
saying if he serves
No,
90 days,
he did.
for sure will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Aaron serves jail time, he'll lose all his assets because
He isn't going to
Nobody's saying
jail.
far behind his
Like,
pants.
come
he is
on.
going to. Nobody.
Oh no,
knows.
I know.
His parents, he has
Well,
a
I'm
good
talking
family
Crumb.
and stuff. No, he's not losing his shit.
No.
No.
But
Anyway.
that's the thing. Like
A
he would
judge
have to
doesn't-
violate.
Go ahead, Sperg. My bad.
I was going to say he's going to have to get sentenced and then violate a sentence. That's what'll put him in jail. As soon as he gets, and if it's a year long, even if it's 4 months in, and then he says Kayla's name one time, that's technically a violation of his probation. Just,
Yeah.
you know, but
my beautiful Kayla, I miss you. Oh,
Well,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
well,
they're going to go after him
he's
for civil
lucky.
too.
If he's lucky, this is going to be strike 2 for him.
Right.
He's going to get away with everything.
I mean, by all this logic, Chad should be in jail for life.
what logic?
Chad?
I haven't heard any logic.
Well, see,
yet.
that's the thing.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
no, Chad's criminal record's spread
Chad?
out over states. He's got a lot in Ohio and a lot in Florida and a few in between LA and
He should
wherever
be
else
in,
the state.
in Florence Supermax. Put him in.
Talking about a guy who
Solitary.
hasn't had a felony in fucking 5 years. Who the fuck is talking about Chad?
You are.
This is a completely different person. No, you brought him up.
You were. You were talking. I thought you were talking about Chad.
Oh, you retarded. I wasn't.
I mean, that is a true statement.
What kind of shirt you got, by the way, Crumb? I'm confused by your outfit. Okay, I had to see. Sorry, man.
I got a sweatshirt with
okay.
a black T-shirt.
All right, fair enough. I was like, it looked
What
like
are you
had
wearing?
that see-through material like on your arms. I was like, what the fuck is going on there?
Oh no, there's some holes in it from welding.
Yeah, no worries, man. I just it looked like you were like wearing see-through lady fucking over.
I'm wearing a
it's
lace
great.
fucking camisole, bro.
Yeah, it's a weird color. All good. All right, moving on.
I like
Actually,
this show.
We're getting into Chad Zumock, as a matter of fact. That is what's up next. Maybe I would like to mention, do you guys watch a lot of Steel Toe for having
No.
so many opinions?
I've only watched Steel Toe through other people's shows.
I just watch NLO.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the present that and Steel Toe
Nobody
Porn
else
Show
does
Reddit.
it right.
So you guys know about the Poop Poop Cakes intro, right? That's been playing for a long time now.
What?
Poop Poop Cakes, their intro that the Aristocrat guys put together, hobo chili recipe.
Oh, the Aristocots.
Oh,
yes,
maybe.
I know of whom
Maybe.
you're referencing. I did not see the video. No.
No, you've never seen the intro to the show.
Is that the one? He's always a guest on Alex Stein.
Yes, it is. Exactly.
Yeah, that's really bad.
It's very bad, and
It is
everybody's been making fun of him for it. And today marks the day that he quit using it, and I thought it was pretty interesting that everybody's been making fun of that stupid song. And there is a reference to like Kayla in there, and I don't know if that was the reason he got rid of it, or if everybody just making fun of him for having that horrible, shitty song. But either way, this is how he started off this morning.
Oh, no. I can't hear none. Unless you didn't start yet.
In order to shame this.
We're too extreme.
So another case of a guy getting bullied into changing the stuff he's doing. Apparently everybody making fun of him and whatnot. He gave up on the old poop cakes. I think that's pretty funny. I never could stand that fucking intro song. It was a horrible intro song, but someone made it for him, just like someone made him that sign. Therefore, I think he just feels obligated to do that kind of shit.
Somebody made him that shitty song on purpose, I think.
To make him look like an asshole? Is that what you think?
Yeah, to make him look retarded. Because I mean, dude,
See,
you
that's
hear
the
that
thing.
for the first time, and you're like, "Oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna play this on my show every day." You got to be retarded, which Aaron is. So of course he's playing it on the show every fucking day.
I don't even think he listened to it until he played it on the show, and then just had to go with it because he had committed once already. It's like, oh,
Is
thanks,
that the
dude.
jam
What?
where it had the two horses singing?
I have no idea.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the guys that were dressed up like horses. Yes.
That's
And I know he got
Rachel's
ripped for
favorite
it
jam.
saying, like it literally blatantly like said April's a whore or something like in it too.
Yeah,
Like, it was like
said her
no
pussy
subtlety.
stinks. It said she was a whore. It said all that stuff. Exactly. That is a
So-
fact, Jack.
Really, that could be used as evidence as an example of him ripping on his ex, and you know why he should be
That'd
punished.
be the only example.
Exactly. No, it had a reference to Kayla too in it. Not directly her name or whatever, but like an off-brand reference to her. So I always thought that's an issue. Maybe that's why you got rid of it.
Well,
Could
I
you
think
guys
Melton
just
pointed
be a
that out.
little
That same thing out.
yeah.
Melton pointed out that same exact thing, that it had a reference to Kayla, and he's like, "Well, I think he took it out." And then he was listening to it, and it was like still in there. And he was like, "Well, shit. Okay, so he didn't fucking take it out. So that's
he
a
didn't.
violation right there."
Yeah, so maybe that's why he moved on from it, or it's hard to say now, but it gone. One thing's for sure, it was shite. It was absolute dog shite. What were you going to say, Honker?
Well, I was just going to say, I think you guys are all jealous. That's all. I think you're jealous
Right.
of Aaron. I think you're jealous of Aaron because he goddamn smashed April and Kayla. And you might have been jealous of
And
Nick
Nick.
Mercada because he's got a
Yeah.
big old giant hog. So yeah, I mean, I just think you guys are jealous of the kids. That's all.
I drink your cum.
Yeah, I am so glad that there's no silly clips of me like that. Well, I mean, there probably are, but like I'm not
There
aware of them.
They exist.
Unreal. All right, dude. Since
you're
there's a
real.
little lull, real quick, it's 10 to 10. I'm going to split, go over to my channel and do my thing for a little bit. And
Yeah, everybody go subscribe. Check out Sperg Snake. Check them out on Twitter. Check them out on YouTube. What are you doing tonight, man?
going to play a little bit of Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to try and win a Kia, and so I can drive my illegitimate children around.
Oh, you play a real game? Where? How
No,
does this
no. It's on Nintendo Switch. I'm
He's won
fantasizing.
like 5 Kias at this point. Come on.
No, I was gonna say I don't know if you can actually win stuff like money or
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I'll see you over there, Sperg.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, if you guys want to stop by and leave a like, that's cool. You don't have to hang out all night or anything, but I'll be going from 10 to midnight. Game show games and stuff like that. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, win a trip to Fiji. But
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
GGG, thank you for hanging out with me, dude. Crumb, always good to see you. Honk, you know where I'm at. You too. I almost said
buddy, you be
Quad
good.
Father. I
You the
almost called
man,
Derek.
Sperg Snake.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
Good night. Good night.
Yeah, everybody go check his stuff out if you're into the wheel of Nintendo. Is it?
Yeah, if you
I
like
don't know
Satan,
about
you're gonna be a
that.
big fan of Sperg Snake.
I don't know. I don't know about all the gaming streams, man. I can't get into it. Even the Call of Duty. I think the only game I've really watched is Anthony Cumia playing Call of Duty, or what's the other one? He's played golf.
Masterclass.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
he teaches everyone how to scream the N-word at teenagers.
Him playing Modern Warfare while complaining about Cozy TV not working was a really good 10 out of 10 stream. Go check it out.
Over and over and over again. Indeed.
That was fun to watch him back in like 2007 when he was doing that, like early on. That was fun.
Indeedly. All right, moving forward, we're out of the steel toe zone, folks. We'll just have to wait for Wednesday to come around so we can talk about whatever happens. And we will be having Will Heron on Wednesday night. So we will actually get the guy that's been heavily involved with all this shit since day one. Nick Ricada, sweeper. I guess I get accused of being a sweeper as well. Nick Ricada, sweeper. I don't even know what that means because I've never swept anything for the guy, but okay. I've had him on my podcast once, but I guess I'm a sweeper.
I was going to ask, what does that mean, sweeper? I'm new to that term.
I don't know what people...
I'm trying to hide his crimes by being nice to him, I guess. I don't know how that works.
What people initially thought from that stream was just like, I don't know, I'm guessing kind of the same stuff they would say about anybody. Oh, you just have this guy on, you just have anybody on, you have people on for clicks or whatever. I mean, I think they probably expected more.
No shit.
Especially the
hot-off
people were very pissed off that.
Isn't that part of the game? Like that's
holy.
You should do that. I think, right? You should have more people on.
You're a fucking idiot. That's a fact.
Yeah, I don't think it was a crime to have Ricada on or anything. I think people were more mad that you didn't sabotage it and ruin it by inviting Nick Ricada's enemies on.
Yeah,
I don't think it all has to be about that.
Well, maybe it just proves you're a good journalist, and it was 100%, non-biased, right?
I guess.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can't say it wouldn't have been more entertaining.
I mean, I think the guy's a piece of shit. Personally.
Yeah.
A lot of people do.
So, yeah. And I can't blame people for thinking that.
Right. But I mean, it doesn't matter what I think. You guys making tons of money doing his thing. Good for him.
Than Nick Ricada, and there's definitely a lot in this circle.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of shitty people, but like he's documented, so it's easier to see his faults than a lot of ours, right?
Yeah.
We're about to talk about a huge piece of shit and a retard.
Who's that?
Now, he's a local boy for both you guys, so you're probably going to enjoy this. Florida's very own Chad Zumock.
I'm going to have to agree with PSP right now. Your audio sounds like you're in a fish tank.
Yeah, I think we lost you.
Huh?
Oh, it's back now. I don't know. Maybe when you're
give us
doing
a 1-2
but...
buckle my shoe real quick.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, we're back. We're back.
So
your audio did cut out. So
okay,
you're good now.
Underwater, I would call it, like an underwater sound.
Okay. All right. Since we are back, how does it sound now? Like I just put this interstitial up. It's still good.
We're back to normal. Yeah.
Normal. All right. Here we go, folks. Is Chad Zumock was he born with fetal alcohol syndrome? My guess is yes. And that explains a lot of his wet-brained outtakes. I have a feeling that has a lot to do with it. But as you can see there, folks, Chad Zumock does have a small head. I mean, you guys can look for yourselves, right? Like, I'm not stupid here. He has
he's
the
some
same
kind of
eyes.
underdeveloped. He's got to
Yes.
be some kind of under. You can tell because his eyes, exactly. His eyeballs are too small for his skull. They look like they're gonna fall out.
He's got the thin upper lip, famously the thin upper lip. Yeah, he's got that smooth Cupid's bow. He's got that flat mid face. The low nasal bridge. You can see he's got a low nose. All
Down
that.
syndrome eyes.
They're definitely not Betty Davis eyes. That's a fact.
No. Pinhead.
The top of your earlobes underneath the eyeballs, by the way, is also a sign of like some kind of underdeveloped, like almost Downsy kind of shit.
Yeah,
he's something happened to him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. His daddy was punching his mom's stomach when he was pregnant, when she was pregnant with him, or possibly she was just a full-blown alcoholic, which would also explain why he is now a full-blown alcoholic all the time. I don't know. I just you could see it in him. He's got some weird underdeveloped face all the way around. It does add up to fetal alcohol syndrome, at least, if not worse. Very
Down
good
syndrome.
He was born an alcoholic.
He was born an alcoholic? I don't even know. Is that a thing? Can you be born an alcoholic?
If crack babies are a thing, then alcohol babies are a thing.
How about just a born loser? We can say that at least, right? No matter what.
Yeah, that
he's
makes
a born
sense.
Loser. Poor little fella.
Yeah, it's If you lose as hard as Chad, you had a gig on Sirius XM. You had a chance to like actually make it and be cool.
Oh, he's not making it
dude.
now. Opening for Nick Swardson every once in a great while and having that awesome podcast he has.
He was on Compound Media. He was working for fucking Anthony Cumia and shit. Blew it. Had a radio gig. Blew it.
He blew Anthony Cumia? Wait, I never heard that before.
When was he on Compound Media?
He's been on several Anthony Cumia shows.
As a guest, or he had his own show?
Yeah, as a guest.
Yeah,
I don't think he didn't ever.
He blew his
show.
shot at being a guest on shows.
Well, yeah, he's always been like the fucking. He's always been the.
What?
I guess one of the paper boy or whatever for them. He would go stand out on the street and do street interviews for people.
I don't know, man. I've never seen these.
He did that in Cleveland for the radio station.
He did like all the odd jobs and shit for some Sirius XM shit.
He was on Sirius XM?
He was never a big.
I think that was just radio in Ohio, man.
Yeah, he's been on a bunch of them stations.
I guess he was trying to.
He's never had a show, but he's been on
iHeartRadio.
Been on shows, big shows. Yeah,
but what you were saying, he was out on the streets for Sirius XM. I don't remember.
Yeah, he was doing like man on the street stuff for radio stations
for Sirius XM. Okay,
not for Sirius XM, but for Sirius XM
radio,
show. Satellite radio.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah, myself included. Indeed. Crumb Bub, can you weld up the crack of my ass? What?
You got a metal butt, maybe.
Indeed. All right, let's move into this yesterday morning. I do want to go over some of the interview stuff that he did on Calta. He was actually on a radio show on Friday morning.
The Bone.
He went live all weekend, but we already showed his shows from Friday, Saturday. I didn't get a chance to get to the Sunday one, but we'll do that right now. Some interesting stuff came out of that. Let's check it out, motherfuckers. Let's do this. Boom, there's that ugly son bitch. All right, so here's him talking about his great date with Nick Swardson. As we know, the guy is just a flat-out homo, and we know why he's opening for Nick Swardson. Let's all not fool ourselves. He's absolutely a full-blown gay man. As you can tell, why he's trying to suck his mic off right there. I just noticed. Holy shit.
How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. I thought I'd go live today before I go to my movie, my Sunday movie.
My Sunday movie. Does anyone know why he didn't do a show today?
I don't check if he does shows, so I don't know.
Right. No, he usually does a show pretty much every day. I didn't know why he did not go live today, but I was kind of curious.
Couldn't get Super Tips working again.
I'm going with Swardson and a bunch of other comics. We're going to go see, what's the movie? The horror movie. What's the movie? It's like the third one.
You know, the horror movie?
I've never seen the first two. Oh, 28 years later, we're going to go see. I didn't see the first one, 28 days, 28. I didn't, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm not paying
Well, there's
for it.
two before this one, Chad.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, whatever. You can't talk to him. I don't know if you know that. He can't hear you. But yes, indeed, he was just saying that he's going to the movies with a bunch of comedians and Nick Swardson, and also that he didn't care about going to the movie because he's not paying for it.
Well, movies are expensive. They are expensive. And you get that popcorn.
Well, he's not paying for it, so who cares?
And the snacks.
Who's paying for it and why? Why is he going to a movie with Nick Swardson?
Maybe he got comped by the movie studio.
The movie studio. Yeah, they do that, right? So
for his social media presence.
That's so that they can go watch free movies on the weekend.
No, because he's going to give a good review on Instagram later.
Is that a thing? Or is Nick Swardson paying for it like he would do when he's taking his bitch on a date? That's what I'm talking about.
I have heard that Swardson is a gay.
There's not a big group of comedians going out to watch a movie. It's fucking him and Nick Swardson probably jerking each other off during the fucking movie. That's my guess.
But wouldn't you go to fucking a movie if it was just you and Nick Swardson? Though, come on. I mean, you would. It's Bucky Larson.
Gay. No,
Bucky Larson, bro.
Gay. He's gay. No, I wouldn't want to go anywhere one-on-one with a gay guy.
You've never liked any of Nick's movies?
That's irrelevant in this case. But yeah, of course, I like all of Nick's movies, mostly.
Right. So just
one of them.
So maybe he's just a fan.
You know what's fucked up is this.
There's no doubt that that is what he said when he first met Nick Swardson, that he was a huge fan. And obviously he weaseled his way into that fucking friendship. I'm guessing.
That's how we're friends, Quad.
You weaseled into my podcast.
I was a big fan, and then I was like, you want to be your friend.
Y'all think Chad and Nick are going to be friends another year? And
they've been friends for 25 years, dude.
25 years. I'm sure they probably are, but I think it's dangerous for Nick to have Chad as a friend because we'll Chad probably knows about Nick.
You remember Nick's
he might not be wrong
down in Denver? Like if he can come back from that, he was all fucked up and was saying weird shit on stage, and he's fine.
But he quit drinking after that.
Yeah, but that wasn't
so
that
Chad's
big
not a
deal.
liability in the long run.
He was just fucked up.
He kind of is a liability actually because he still drinks. Nick quit drinking. That might be an issue. We know when they were all down in Key West. I'm sure that they hooked up and fucked, but I don't think Nick was there to drink and hang out and party. That was all pretty much on dipshit Chad.
Did you ever see the thing? He's been on a podcast talking about how he spent fucking like $3 million on hotels in Key West during the pandemic. Like he obviously doesn't give a fuck.
We actually have a clip of that.
Exactly.
Him talking about.
I saw it here.
You don't think Chad's ever been to Nick's house?
No.
Not a chance, probably.
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't be smart for Nick to let a guy like
They're
that.
road buddies. They're road buddies.
Yeah.
But is that like butt buddies similar? Road buddies is that?
I don't judge, man.
I'm guessing that's a fact. Jack. All right,
dude, I did see an article in the last couple of days about Nick being a complete fucking weird gay dude with like making people do threesomes with him and shit. So, you know, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I'm guessing that is the case.
Type in Swardson Reddit, you'll see it.
I don't give a shit.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's way over the top and retarded. What do you guys think about that delivery? I don't give a shit.
Really good. Really good.
I'm not paying for it.
Isn't fucking Will Smith gay and Burt Kreischer sucked his dick? So
I don't give a.
Yeah, I mean they do say all that.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get a leg in the game.
To get ahead in life. Yeah, we were just talking about Will Smith at the beginning of the show because obviously he was at all the freak parties with P. Diddy and all them fucking weirdos. And indeed, he probably got his ass railed out. That's why he just released a song called Girls, 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 because he's trying to hide his homosexuality. That's a fact.
Jack.
Okay, so anyway, regardless, he went to a movie with a gay guy at a theater, whether they're friends or boyfriends or whatever the fuck they are. I'm cool with it, man. You guys do you. I'm fine with that. But I do love this cringe little weird shit he does at the end of this. And I have something to compare it to. And it's like a tagline for him, this sure whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. Okay, so not too long ago, this is the stupid part, man. Not too long ago, I was ripping on this little clip of him doing a joke on stage, and he put it up as a short. But apparently, that's not just him saying like I don't give a shit out of the blue. Apparently, this is actually a tag to a joke, which makes it that much more pathetic. It's
not a nervous tick.
No, it's full blown AIDS as far as comedy goes. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, let's play it.
Commercial with Hillary Clinton. Yeah, she's like, "Hello, everyone. I'm Hillary Clinton, and I'm a podcaster now."
We always have to point out the fact that he said, "Hi, everyone," like mumble mouth fucking idiot, can't even get it right on stage.
Everyone, I'm Hillary Clinton,
everyone,
and I'm a podcaster now. She's like, "Hello, everyone. I'm Hillary Clinton." She's like, "Hello, everyone. I'm Hillary Clinton."
It's a sign of intelligence, though.
A podcaster? 6 years ago, you were a murderer.
Hillary joke.
Calm down, Colorado.
He's
I'm not even political. I don't care.
Wait.
The last election I voted for was Ruben Sutter and Clay Aiken, so I don't give a shit. Give a shit.
Yeah, he's
I just heard an iHeartRadio.
That's Nick Swardson. That's what he does.
So did he pick that up from Nick Swardson, and now it's a tag to a joke? And now he's doing it on his podcast all the time?
No.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Chad doesn't do that.
Yeah, I don't think so. He's just fucking nervous, man. And that's just how he's acting.
He does do that. What are you saying? I'm showing evidence that he does it, and you're saying no, he doesn't do it.
Yeah, because he does it all the time. That doesn't mean it's like some funny fucking thing.
It's a tag.
Inside joke.
It's a tag to a joke.
To it. It's not. What's the joke? What's the joke?
I don't give a shit.
No, it's
like we're doing it. He says,
you take a comedy class,
they can't catch us all. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Act outs and fucking weird noises are always a tag.
Let's say it is. Let's say it is from tagline to a joke. It sucks. It's
it does suck. There's no fucking doubt about that. That's why I'm pointing it out.
I mean, Dane Cook would fucking disagree.
So you think people are going to see this in his Instagram short and look back? Oh, that's the time he did that in his stand-up special.
No, here's what I'm saying. I'm pointing it out because I noticed it. So cheers to me And pat on the back to old Quad for noticing.
Cheers
it.
to you for noticing a frequent nervous tick of Chad's that he does.
Yes.
When he doesn't know what to do.
Yes. The
right
guy is out there doing things, and I'm going to make fun of him until he's not doing things. And he's broke and destitute on the street, because that's what I want really to happen to the guy.
We're almost there.
I'm really hoping for the best for the guy. You know what I mean?
I am.
Really pulling for him. Really pulling for him. You know the deal. What you think it's brilliance? What do you think it is?
I think it sucks. I think everything he does sucks.
No shit. That's the least you could say is like, oh well, it sucks.
He just walking
actually,
on Twitter. Too.
You know what? You know what Chad would say about someone else doing that? That sucks. That's not good.
Yeah, you're not good.
Maybe you guys are the same guy. You're both in Florida. Is that what's going on here?
We're 300 miles
appreciate
apart.
his wording.
We might as well be in different states. He's in the most southern part of the United States you can be.
He's not.
I wouldn't want to be
in Tampa.
I wouldn't want to be somewhere like that unless I was brown.
He's in Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa.
That's Key West is the most southern. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm sorry. He's 20 miles short of being the most southern of the United States.
Is Tampa that far down south? I thought it wasn't that.
Might not be. Okay, fine. What are we going to say? 80 miles south? You'll be.
You live in Florida. Part? You tell me. If you ask me
I'm
something
in the northern
about Oregon, I would tell you right how far it is.
3 hours away from me. It's all the way down there. It's lower than any other state. That's for certain.
You're in that state.
You might be the most southern guy in the Dabbleverse. You might as well be in Mexico.
I don't even know what you're saying right now. This is not helpful. That's what I'll say. Jacob Ryan S. $2. The Mud Shark has the most vanilla set in comedy. Yeah, telling Hillary jokes in fucking 2025. That's pretty fucking sad, if you ask me. And he brought up iHeartRadio too, which is also kind of awkward, weird. So be it.
He's, situational. They probably paid him recently for his jokes.
What's the situation? We can't find any other comedian to do the show tonight. Will you please come in? Is that the situation?
No, I missed out. Chad was playing in a town right by me a couple weekends ago, and I didn't go, and I missed out. But I've seen clips, man. He fucking killed it, dude. Crowd work was on point. He was fucking having a good time down there in Palm Coast. It looked fun.
Killing it, right?
Killing it
all the time.
But I mean, you have to agree. It is hard to get up on stage and put yourself out there and do your fucking piece, right? Put your art out into the world.
You're saying there's stand-up comedians you would rather watch than Chad Zumock?
Say again?
You're saying there's stand-up comedians you would choose to watch before Chad Zumock?
I mean, of course. There's other
so
people I'd watch before Chad. Yes.
Crumb. There's 360 million people in the United States.
Yes.
If you're not good at doing comedy, get the fuck off the stage.
There's only like 1,000 comics in the world, though.
The people that go on Kill Tony as guests are funnier than Chad Zumock.
That's not. I mean, you're not wrong.
Dave Sarah,
but Chad is out there making a living doing. I mean, Dave Sarah.
Dave Sarah
is way better than Chad Zumock. If you ask me,
way better. Dave Sarah did a backflip for me on the Schmiel show over the weekend. First guy ever to do a backflip for me for $2.
This dude thinks Chad is good. Toss him.
Dude, it takes a lot of courage to go on stage and show your taint.
Show me your favorite comic, and I could rip him apart too, just like you could rip apart Chad. Any comic is fucking rip apartable.
George Floyd.
Shane Gillis is doing just fine. Thank you very much.
He's the funniest comedian ever. What do you mean?
Wait, how so? Tell us how a guy that died is the funniest comic in the world because he
telling me
was subjected to
dude.
fucking hate.
Dude,
He
you
killed
telling me
it.
people
He
are gonna
killed
be
it.
saying I can't breathe in 10 years, bro. It's the
So he
funniest
was
one.
doing a comedy bit when he was killed.
Yes. He knew what he was doing.
Hilarious.
He's like, oh, I'm going out on the best bit ever. I'm gonna have this
killed
dude
it.
fucking
Show me
strangle
your
me.
Okay. You don't think Chad Zumock's funny?
They
Show me your
forced
favorite
drugs
comedian.
into that man's
You
mouth
fucking
and
faggot,
made
wasn't
him
Robin
die on the
Williams-
You're such a
street.
faggot.
Robin Williams was doing the same thing, right? That was a hilarious bit he did there at the very end. He's like, with my pants down and a belt around my neck, this is gonna kill.
Yeah,
Literally.
it did.
Wait.
He killed it.
He didn't have his pants around his ankles. Come
Jim
on.
Carrey
How
on
do you
SNL.
I read the autopsy report.
Maybe his lady pulled his pants up so he could have a little modicum of respect.
How do you die though? Fucking from hanging from a doorknob.
It's not hard.
Pretty simple.
Oh, okay.
It's very easy.
Yeah,
You
it's
tie
happened
the
to so many
fucking
times. We
thing
get
too close
Chris
to the.
Cornell, fucking how many fucking people have died
Happens
that
a
way?
lot.
David Carradine, like there's a long list.
He
of
was in
these.
the closet. Carradine was in a closet.
Yeah, but it's the same method. I'm saying.
Yeah, hanging.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
It's
I don't know.
very-
I don't know. Suicide's for losers. Losers.
All right, moving on. We got a lot from this little podcast from yesterday, and of course, we have that footage we got to watch from Mike Calta, and I do think we should wrap it up with some Ashley Cummings, and she talked a lot about BYB on that fucking Keanu and Ashley little podcast they did. So a lot of complaints about how much money, the money. It's all about the money, folks.
Ski Mask family on that. Thank you, Dislabeled, for being a member. Lars Larva got a membership. New Diablo Sandwich. New. We want to give the members more rewards. So you're the pussy boy because you're anonymous. You're scared. You don't want people to know who you are. That's why you use a fake profile, a fake name. You're the pussy boy. Don't get it twisted. You're the bitch. You're the bitch. Yes. You hide behind anonymous names and filters. You're the bitch. Hit it.
Yeah, the only reason he wants anyone to come out from behind hiding is so that he can fucking dox you and fucking real life. So,
Your mic's
good on you if you don't.
We lost you.
Huh?
Your mic was
Yeah,
fucking
you
up.
cut out again.
Is it working now?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It must be something with like an overlay. So it's every time you put up a super chat or an overlay of some sort.
All right. Well, it's
What,
up right now.
what does that have to do?
It's
That
working,
has nothing to do with the audio, but
I mean, I don't know. It happens every time he
I know you
does
don't.
that. That's all I was saying. Triple G. Sorry.
yeah, we agree.
All right. So, like I said,
Thanks though.
Every time he wants someone not to be using a filter or not to be using their real name, it's only so that he can dox them. So, yeah, that's a great point. Great point there, Chadley. Everybody, just come out and be who you are, because they're not public figures and they don't want to be fucked with. No, I think they're doing just fine doing what they're doing.
Do you think Chad doxes everyone that sends him a shirt request though?
I have.
He would.
Probably not until he's mad at them and turns on them.
Certainly would.
Up to that point, he's probably fine.
Once he doesn't like you,
Where he
then
doesn't
you're
like you,
fucked.
and then he knows your information. Of course.
One thing nobody has pointed out. Now his background's real. That's his real bedroom, right? We can read all the text in his quote unquote studio just fine. The text on his hat is backwards.
The hat is made by a company that's called Reverse that makes backwards hats.
It's upside
That's
down
the
as
thing.
well.
Yeah, he's talked about it before. It's a company his friend owns called Reverse that makes backwards hats. I don't get
Cool.
it, but that's what it is.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool. I don't know how I was supposed to know that, but
Well, you weren't, but I was just telling you.
What was your point going to be? Well, what's the point?
Backwards,
what's the point of
except
the
for his
reverse hat? It looks ridiculous.
well, yeah, I was wondering the same thing, like because I thought his backdrop was real, but sometimes people will like reverse their camera so it matches.
Yeah,
the rest of the
mirror.
shit, because sometimes you film this stuff.
It's a real one.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm sorry I interrupted you. My bad. I have a tendency to do that. But his hat is called reverse.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Yeah. So long story short, no, it's a real corner in his house. Long story short.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But I don't know. I didn't know he had.
No, it's when you go into the mirror, you look in the mirror and you see, oh shit, it says Cleveland. Cool. And you walk out the door.
This hat company is the solution for that. So they make hats that. Wow. Okay.
Dyslexic people, maybe.
Did Chad just rub his balls and then smell it?
I don't know.
Who doesn't? Right?
You're the bitch. Hit it.
He's talking about you, Quad.
Lady
Maybe.
KB's in the chat.
He may have done that.
He's gonna miss the boy.
May have.
I gotta have an intervention with Lady KB. She's a nice girl. I would call her a friend. I don't know why she's going on BYB with that fucking all those losers. It's a bad look. You're better than that. And I mean that. You are way better than that. Yeah, so let's get into we'll go in chronological order. We'll talk about the show.
No, he's just grumpy because we had Lady KB on. He had her on a bunch of times to no avail, but the one time that we had her on, she became a fucking instant star by making one of the most memorable clips of the year so far with Ashley Cummings and Little Emmy. So yeah, Chad, you know why she came on here? Because she did something fun and hilarious, and whatever, she's roundly loved for that fucking clip. All the time she went on the Ray DeVito show, nobody gave a fuck. So there you go, Chad. She's better than your show. She's better than your show, loser.
We should get Chad on here, and I think that's the solution to this whole problem.
I tried to get him on here a long time ago, right after we had that argument on MLC. What was it, a year and some odd months ago? But yeah, no, he's a bitch. He would never come on here.
I'll work on it.
He's a total bitch, and he doesn't like to face down people that he, you know what I mean, he thinks he would lose an argument to or have a hard time facing. He only goes up against people that he thinks he can like out. You saw it with Ashley when he was on there with Kevin Brennan, and he just got to sit there and pick at her till she cried. That's his specialty, is picking at someone with the help of someone else. Like, he is not good when he has to go like head to head with someone that's not retarded.
Are you saying that's why he has Clearwater Chat on? Because he knows there's no pushback?
Yes. That's why Ray has him on.
Too.
That's why Ray has him on. Same fucking reason. Because he thinks he's better than him. Yeah. When I realized that dude is fucking genius, and I get it, man. I know what that dude's doing. There's no way. Yeah, Clearwater Chad is a genius. I'm calling it. And whatever. I'm not even.
I'm taking notes.
I'm not even calling him out for it. Keep doing the fucking thing you're doing, man. It's great. It's amazing. I'm a fan, dude. I see it and laugh every fucking time he's on, every show he's on. I totally understand what he's doing, and he's hilarious, and I like the guy.
No, yeah, he's a good guy. He's a nice guy.
Even Ski Mask, the last show Ski Mask ever did, he was on a show with Clearwater Chad, and he was like, dude, I've never heard anything bad about you. I've never seen you say anything bad about anyone. He was like, you're fucking awesome. Like, he called him out for being like cool, normal fucking human being. So there you go. I also think the same thing about Clearwater Chad.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, he's the Andy Kaufman of the Dabbleverse. I guarantee it. Ask him any question about anything, politics or things that have happened in the past, famous shows that everyone knows the references to. Ask him about sports. Ask him about anything. He will not know the answer to it. That is not by accident. It's not possible that he doesn't know one fucking thing.
Where does he come
that's
from?
A fact.
Dude, he works the third shift. It is really a good possibility that he don't know shit. He works the fucking third shift. He's a zombie.
Well, does he come from a show? Is he just a fan of shows? Like, who the fuck?
Fan of the Dabbleverse. Fan of the Dabbleverse.
Oh, cool. That's who Chad can get on. Is just fans of the Dabbleverse.
Pretty much. That are his three friends, Sam Tripoli. Godfrey has seemed to have given up on him. Nick Swardson doesn't pick up the phone. So it's Earl Skakel. It's Sam Tripoli. Sam Tripoli doesn't seem to be answering the phone lately. So it's pretty much like a very short list of people. Jameson, not even Swardson. Swardson doesn't answer the phone. So it's Tripoli, it's fucking Earl Skakel and Jameson.
Yeah, these are all guys having fun with Chad, I think. They're just like, oh, what the fuck's he gonna do? What are you doing on your little show today, Chad? Is what these people are answering the phone for him for. And meanwhile, Chad gets to be like, see, I'm in with the big guys. Sam Tripoli's my friend. That's what's happening.
I think they're actually friends. They had a big falling out, very public, and then they just reconnected recently.
If we ever get to that clip that I have today, he does talk about that. Back in 2019, he did talk about that. If we get to that clip, which is not looking good.
Last night we had the big show at the Tampa Theater. It was a lovely show. Ian was there. He's in the chat right now. I had a lot of friends there. My friend Nikki, her husband Ryan, my buddy from high school, my buddy John from high school, my landlord's boy, who is a good man, very good man, who installed my water tank.
Anyway, okay, so he had some guy that installed the water tank show up to his fucking gig.
That's what your landlord does. He should do that.
No, he was saying he showed up to his gig. I don't know that part. So he had a bunch of friends he grew up in Ohio, right? Am I mistaken on that?
Right. Yes, he did. Akron.
So what the fuck? So all these people from his high school are in Florida to watch him with Nick Swardson? This
a lot of people vacation in the Tampa area. They're going to Busch Gardens, Disney, not too far.
Okay.
A lot of vacation. It's a vacation destination.
Yeah, and I'm sure very specifically Chad's friends were there this weekend to go watch him open up for Nick Swardson because it's a destination. That's the one reason why. They were there to do other stuff and just to be going to a Chad Zumock fucking gig. Right.
Yeah, but your buddy from high school is opening for fucking Mama's Boy, Bucky Larson.
Grandma's Boy.
I mean, you're going to show up for that, dude. You plan a whole vacation around it, in my opinion.
For Nick Swardson,
for your buddy Chad? Yeah.
I don't have a buddy Chad.
I got hanging Chads.
Hanging Chad. Well, all right. Yeah. We're getting political, folks. We love politics here.
Florida.
All right. Anyway, so that was pretty much his gig. He had a lot more to say about it, but it didn't sound like it was just him talking about Nick Swardson and all the cool stuff he does. So he does definitely seem to be like a lost little puppy that hangs out with Nick Swardson, who's famous and awesome, which you keep bringing up, Crumb Bum. Good job. Good job. That's good to remind us that Nick Swardson is famous, unlike Chad. Good point.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Because your friends would come all the way across the country not to see you, but because you're opening for Grandma's Boy. Okay.
I mean,
All right, next one up, we got this little ditty from Stevie Lou. Apparently, Gustav, who was trying to help Stevie Lou get an apartment, and Ray DeVito, as a matter of fact, who probably does know a lot about Stevie Lou, indeed had this little ditty in the middle of Chad's show talking shit about Stevie Lou. I will take this verbatim because I believe this guy knows, and I've assumed Stevie Lou was lying about his old lady and him still being with her and whatnot, and they just moved into a different place. Because even when we were still doing a podcast together, he was saying that him and his old lady were breaking up and moving to separate places. In fact, he said she'd already moved out before he broke up with our podcast. So I think that they're broke up, and Gustav kind of backs that up.
He was just milking that like sympathy fucking shit.
Why are they waiting so long? Look who's here, everybody. It's fucking Gustav.
He's my buddy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good egg. Gustav's my buddy. Gustav's a good dude. He's great.
I do like Gustav. Thanks for the $10. Stevie is a meth head.
Chad's only impression.
Unredeemable lose.
Every time Chad does an impression of somebody else, he goes Mickey Mouse mode somehow. Everybody's.
I got a point on Gustav after this, by the way.
Thanks for the $10. Stevie is a meth head, unredeemable loser. And if you check the court filings, things aren't going great with his ex-wife, as he claims. The faster he can ski mask his way out, the better. Whoa.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
Meth head.
Wow.
Wait, what is Gustav, a lawyer?
Gustav,
No, film director, apparently.
No, he owns a fucking
He's in
F1
film.
team. That was my point. Gustav is a fucking bunch of fake. He's a big faker. He owns a F1 fucking team. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And of course, that's what Ray DeVito has an entire fucking outfit by.
Yeah. Because you can't buy that stuff on the internet.
You were 100% right about Stevie Lou. He is a piece of shit. I tried to squash it with him in AC, and he couldn't help himself. He had to go back to being the douchebag that he is with me, and he done fucked up, man. He done fucked up. You can say whatever you want. No matter how hard he tries, no matter how hard he tries to jump on people's heat, it's just never going to work out with him. You always got to be funny, or you got to be talented, you got to be engaging. He has none of that. He's like all these guys. But you were right, Gustav. I was wrong. I try to give these clowns the benefit of the doubt, like Melton and all them, and they just always go back to what they are. They can't help themselves.
Chad tried to help
people like
you.
Stevie Lou, people like Patrick Melton, they can't help themselves. They have to go back to being a douchebag every single time. And yes, I am still using the super tip system.
right?
And the reason why, it is a good system. I do like Moody, but I want to see how far I can push it with Melton to see when he kicks me off, because he is an emotional twat. He is a baby. He is a compulsive liar. And I don't care what anyone says. These are facts, Jack.
He's never going to kick him off.
Is he a baby and a compulsive liar, or whatever the fuck you're trying to call him? Or are you're saying you're pushing to get kicked off? Like you're trying to get kicked off. That's stupid as fuck.
Maybe he's a baby impulsive liar.
Yeah, projection for sure.
If I was
I do agree with him. I do agree with him on this point, and Gustav as well. I do agree that Stevie Lou is absolutely just a clout chasing cunt. He really brings nothing to the table. He's never been funny, and he is a fucking total faggot. And
should have listened to Chad.
My problem with Stevie Lou is how does
Chad
he
tried
look
to save him.
so old when he's not? It boggles my mind. Like, he did a stream the other morning, and I was just like, holy shit, dude. This is like a 65-year-old man in a fucking 30-year-old body. So weird.
And I hope this fucker does keep messing with him, honestly. I don't care. Keep fucking with Chad.
Tucker Carlson?
Melton.
That's not Tucker
His
Carlson.
son. This is Tucker Carlson's son. Like Stein. who gave Ski Mask some kind of shout out. I never actually watched it, so I don't know if it's good or bad or ugly, or if he just stated the facts or what. I think from what I have seen, that's kind of all he did. He didn't really go oh, I knew this guy and he was a great guy, so whatever.
He's a clout chasing fucking panty waist.
He is as well.
Alex Stein is a pretend Devils fan. He doesn't know who the fuck.
Yeah, he's a
barely
fake
knows
fuck.
Kevin Brennan.
He's faking everything he does. If Alex Stein's talking, you just know, oh, this is fake shit.
He's faking it, folks.
Hang on.
Russia, I'm certainly not excited for a full-blown war with Iran, with the United States boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground.
So we'll get into that. We'll get into Ted, but I just want to properly say to those two people.
I'm noticing Alex is doing walk and talks now, and his views are he can barely crack 100.
Stole it from Chad.
Alex Stein, it's over. It's a wrap.
Chad can't stay focused.
Enjoy your 15 minutes. I have a weird feeling the Blaze is not going to renew your contract once it comes up.
No, I left that little part in because he's talking shit about Alex Stein as if Chad went on to Alex Stein's show and he didn't take him seriously whatsoever. Alex Stein pretty much just punked Chad to his face. And I think he's been butthurt ever since that happened. And obviously by that little comment there, the Blaze isn't going to pick up his contract after they're done with him. Oh, is Chad hurt? Chad's hurt by other people's success. That's so sad.
Yeah, I think the day after, because there were several tweets going on after that from Chad and Alex. Alex eventually blocks Chad Zumock on Twitter, and then all these losers, they'll post screenshots of a guy. Look, see, he blocked me. I win. They always do this fucking thing.
I've done that.
Yeah, it's cringe.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Alex Stein's got a way better career, obviously.
They get views.
I'm not cool.
Again, supertop.gg /Z man.
Super
Be
top.
about it.
He gives super top.
We are members only.
That's what Nick Swardson said.
Ayo! Bro, it's just like
we are all 4 members only.
We're all wrestling here.
Woke Ski Mask.
We're wrestling.
Radio God says, coming from an addict, Ski Mask was probably in a lot of pain, but his families are the real victims here. T-Gun says, Nick Swartz's interview with Mike Calta was good. It's available on YouTube. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I know they covered it, and they were giving me shit. They're like, yeah, Chad didn't barely talk. It wasn't my interview. It wasn't even my interview. It was Nick's interview. It was his first time on the show. He asked to come on. I've been on Mike Calta a million times. I can go on Calta whenever the fuck I want. I don't want to get up and drive 40 minutes to his house in Lutz. Doxed.
Lutz.
It's too early.
This is bullshit.
So I hooked it up for Nick because he wanted to
Chad
more. And
didn't Chad harass Calta with the invite for Nick Swardson to come? Hey, I got Nick Swardson for you if you want to come on. And then Chad got to be a part of it. Is that not what happened?
I mean, I don't know this. Tell us the story.
This is what Melton says on his show.
Oh,
Chad got Nick Swardson. Chad hit up Calta to have Nick Swardson on the show, and then he got to tag along.
I don't know. I don't follow Calta, so I don't know how I haven't seen this or Melton, so I don't know.
Yeah,
very interesting.
That's apparently what happened, and so now he's saying. So now Chad's here saying that Calta invited him on with Nick Swardson.
Calta doesn't seem like the type of guy that would be swayed by a Chad Zumock.
Zumock?
Yeah.
No, what I mean,
it might have been the
way radio is going. I wouldn't be surprised if they would just let some boob like him on.
They're
Nick
running out of options. Doing a show at a theater in Tampa, and Mike is in the Tampa market.
Oh yeah, how about how's it going now?
They just did a show on Saturday.
Okay, how's it going now with the radio and shit? Last time I checked, they were still in his basement.
He does a show from his garage that he made into a studio.
Or garage.
He's on every day.
Yeah, every day. Not in theaters. I don't
know what you're talking about. The show and who's.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. You're trying to prove to me that Mike Calta's famous or something.
I'm not saying that. Mike is a very popular radio person in Tampa, Florida.
Here you go
and Nick
again.
was doing a
We all
show.
know this, dude.
Huh?
That's not
What
what
are
we're
you
talking about.
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about. My bad. Didn't you just say that Nick was, or Chad was begging Mike Calta to do a show about
Chad
Nick?
begged Mike Calta to have Nick Swardson on, and
Right,
he
and
got
then my
tagged
point
along
was, why
for the
would
fifth time?
Why would Nick or anyone have to beg Calta to do a show to promote a show in Tampa a theater show in Tampa that Nick was doing? Don't you think the radio station dealt with all that?
No, I assume they're all local. I assume they're all fucking 30 minutes within each other, so it was just possible. So they just did it.
What?
This is just how radio is going. Nobody's
30
listening.
minutes.
Calta said that he's been trying to get Swardson on, which we will watch in the fucking interview if we ever fucking get to it, because you're both making nonsense points that have nothing to do with anything. So who gives a fuck what you
I'm
guys
not making nonsense points.
Okay.
You're not making any point either. So let's just move on.
I'm trying to answer this nonsense
nobody
point.
begged. Okay, nobody begged. Let's get over the word beg.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to be in town and fucking they hooked up. Who cares?
But Calta has a very successful show in Tampa.
No shit. And Nick Swardson is successful. So yeah, Chad fucking chaperoned the meeting.
Right,
Who cares? Move on. Beg, not beg. Who fucking cares? You're both fucking children at this point. You're both fucking retards.
Your
I'm
mama
over
fat.
it, dude.
I would agree with you.
He wanted to sell out the Tampa theater. So he's just like, yeah, let's do it. And plus he felt bad because every time he came to Tampa, he avoided doing morning radio because he never had to do it. But he's like, yeah, I feel bad. We're wrapping up the tour. And he loves Tampa. Full disclosure, Nick was going to move here. He still might. He was looking for places last year. He had a real estate agent. My friend Erica was looking for place. But he wanted an East Coast place because he loves Florida. Like I do.
Like he does. Okay, back to Nick Swardson and Chad Zumock fucking each other. Why would Nick Swardson possibly be thinking of moving out to his boyfriend's place in Tampa, Florida? What do you know? That's kind of what we were playing this clip for. He
Are
said,
there Are there nice areas of Tampa? I mean, I just hear it's a shithole,
Yes.
but is there some influence there?
Definitely nice places in Tampa.
Yeah, if you stay away from Joey C's house, there's nice places from what I understand. If you stay far away from Eber City or whatever the fuck some of these shitholes like Joey C lives in, down south by the Bay. Apparently
Eber City
there, the South Bay area.
I don't know. I mean,
I
where
won't
Joey
let
lives is the worst
Is there a
part.
college there? Is there a nice area by the college?
There's a couple of colleges in Tampa. Yeah.
I won't go that far south.
But Ybor City is not a bad part of town. I mean, it's like downtown.
I don't even know.
Joey
Or
doesn't
care.
live in
This is
Ybor
boring.
City.
Boring.
All right, I was answering, asked and answered.
Jesus Christ. Fuck me, man. Some answers. How do I find this part? Are you asking about this podcast very specifically? You would just
check iTunes.
You're on it. Hit the like button, smash to subscribe, and turn the notifications on, and then you'll know where we're at every time. The other one, I don't know where you would find the other one. No idea.
The
All right, let's get into it. Part one right here. Let's start off. He can explain to himself how the fuck this all happened. All right, let's get into it. The greatest interview of all time with Mike Calta and Nick Swardson. Is it worth all the bluster? We shall see.
Our next guest, you son of a bitch, has been ducking us for years. 20 years, Nick. 20 years we've been trying to get you on this show. You lie right to my face.
Yep.
No.
We got to pause for this little nerd.
They don't even have the camera pointed at him.
You lie.
He looks like a little child. He does have boobies there. You can see the boobies, right? That's why this guy's and he's got the fucking double chin. He's a little fat fuck, and he's very insecure. And he ends up doing that at some point and sitting like that for the rest of the fucking hour that they were there.
He's an excited little boy.
Yeah, isn't he so excited to be part of this, guys? I've been on Mike Calta.
Barely invited.
I mean, does this look like a guy that's been on Mike Calta's shows so many times he's just totally comfortable?
He's an XM radio legend, dude. I'm telling y'all.
Looks like he belongs there, right? He doesn't look like he's out of place, right?
No, he's right at home.
Looks fine to me.
I right to my face.
Yep.
No, seriously.
The shit, Nick,
it's been very difficult to get you on the show. I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah,
they didn't even have the camera pointed at him.
What happened the last time?
Well, but you don't want everything to be figured out before you go live. Like you want it to go live and then be moving shit around, like I do with my audio, right? Peter Sky Parker.
You look, I'll be honest with you, and this is I'm joking around, but I mean, I have asked every time you come to town. I go, "Hey, Swardson." They go, "I don't know, we'll ask," and then it never happens. But I would imagine, and I understand it from a comics point of view, you sell very well, and I wouldn't get up early in the morning to do radio if I didn't have to either. So I get it. I'm just glad you made it.
I don't think it's that. I mean, I don't mind doing radio at all.
Who do you like? You like? Are there any shows that stick out in your head in the country? I like to talk about other
Tom
radio
Bernard.
Shows. Who is Tom Bernard?
That'd be great if you didn't talk.
That's the other thing. I'm surprised this is the vehicle that got you here.
I'm surprised too we didn't get a DUI.
You gotta shut up, Chad.
How do you know?
I got picked up by Dudley.
Yeah, first words out of Nick's mouth is "Shut up, Jesus Christ! This isn't about you, loser." He's been having it open. I wonder how good of friends these guys are. Maybe he just uses them for the sex. I'm not sure, but maybe also, like I said, he might be moving out to Tampa Bay to shack up, or at least he would have a boyfriend built in. Ardbercart. Yeah, go for it.
I mean, your best friends are the ones that can say that kind of shit to you, right?
Yeah, it looks good on radio.
I mean, if my friend, I wasn't friends with the guy that said that to me, I'd be like, "These are fighting words."
Are you saying it's cool that he said that to Chad? It is cool that he told.
Do you
Chad
think
to
Chad
shut
cares?
Up with the first thing he says?
No, he's just happy to be there, obviously, with that big dumb smile, like the big dumb baby he is. But yeah, absolutely. No, I think for the most part it was said jokingly, but also it was in other words, it was like, "Hey, this ain't about you. This isn't your fucking interview." / a joke. Yeah. So I think it was a message in a joke, like, "Hey, dude, shut the fuck up. This ain't about you. This ain't your interview." Also funny the way he said it, just like Kevin Brennan would do. He'd be like, "Mr. Kill Everything, shut the fuck up." But it's funny when you say that shit.
I think it was funny. It's the first thing that happens. Chad gets told to shut up.
But to me, it shows that they're friends, because people that aren't friends don't say that kind of shit to each other.
I'm sure they're having
friends tell friends not to be dipshits. I like it. All right.
Dudley Moore. Good God. It's too we didn't get a DUI. Good God.
Yeah. How do you know?
I got picked up by Dudley Moore. Good God. Yeah, we made it safely. We'll see how this plays out. I still have to get home. But I mean, I would say, so I'm from Minneapolis. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Right.
St. Paul, Minneapolis.
Okay, so he's gonna get all serious and talk about Tom Bernard, which nobody cares about except for Chad Zumock, who already knew that answer and had to blurt it out like a big dumb baby, like I said. And that is why he got called out for it, not because he just yelled something. He said something stupid, which is Tom Bernard, which Chad did not listen to Tom Bernard in the mornings in fucking Cleveland, Ohio. So that's why he's a douchebag, Crumb, because he's out of place and saying stupid, awkward shit. And he got called for it, and then in a joking way. That's fine. But the second thing up immediately right after that, the Chad Zumock we know and love, right? The total alcoholic who probably did smell like booze when he picked up the Swardson, whether it was from the night before. Because how many people, raise your hand if you've met an alcoholic They smell like alcohol 24/7. A lot of
Oh
them.
yes.
It's
My
just
dear
pouring
Uncle
out of their
Ted.
pores.
No.
Yes, my Uncle Ted was like
You probably smell like that, Crumb, to be honest with you. I've met you, and I know you drink a lot. You probably
You've
smell
met-
like alcohol. You wouldn't know it.
Wait, you met me?
No, I said I haven't met you.
Oh.
I'm saying I assume you smell like vodka,
I don't.
and you don't even know it.
No, I don't, though.
But people around
I ask
you
people,
would
I
know
say,
it.
do I smell like vodka?
All right. Well, not yet, but a lot of other people do.
I mean-
smell like alcohol because they
I'm
drink.
a heavy drinker. You can't.
You've
smell
never
it.
met anyone like
yeah,
that?
I mean, no, I don't
You
smell. I've
drink
never smelled any
Triple
alcohol
G.
on anybody.
You're not a heavy
except at a
drinker.
bar.
You drink White Claws.
I just said I'm a heavy drinker. You can't smell it.
No, I said you're not. You drink White Claws. You drink bitch drink.
White Claws.
We can agree on
What
something.
fag claws? Bush Light. Okay.
Yeah, if you drink beer,
Beer
you smell
does
more like
have a
beer
smell.
than if you're drinking vodka.
Yeah,
Tito's
beer
doesn't have a
smell.
smell. You drink it
Yeah,
with
but in the
like
morning,
a certain.
you're not
Tito's
gonna smell
doesn't
it.
have a smell, folks. You heard that here.
Not really. I mean, not like on someone. If you're drinking, you know certain things with it, it doesn't really smell that much.
Next
Yeah,
year,
if you
tell
have,
us that you're first
yeah,
for
you drink it with
divine.
OJ. You'll
Dude, I've
you'll smell
met
like a
so
fucking-
many alcoholics. Every one of them stink like fucking alcohol. Every one of them I've ever met. They might not think so, and may
Real
even be
particular
defensive
dudes,
about
like,
it.
The
But
guys
okay.
who are hard on vodka.
No,
every
man. I mean,
fucking
I've
night,
never. I am an alcoholic, Quad, and no one's ever told
know
me I
you are.
smell
That's why
like
I said it.
alcohol.
You
So
would-
I'm just
you're the
saying
one that
from
doesn't know it.
experience, it doesn't.
Yeah,
You're the one that
Brad,
doesn't
go
know
feed
you stink.
somebody.
I don't though. I
can't
mean, I've
smell it on
I've
you.
asked people. I asked. I'm like,
they're
do I
nice
smell
people
like
like you.
booze?
Okay.
Alcohol all show.
It's cool that
You're an
people lie to you.
alcoholic.
They're
That's
just
cool.
being nice. They
drinking.
don't want to say nothing, Crumb.
What was that?
I said they're just being nice to you. They don't want to say nothing mean.
Yeah. I
When
mean,
you ask,
mean?
you smell like booze.
oh
They
yeah.
tell
yeah.
you no,
I
they're
got you.
being friendly. Is what I'm saying.
No, I mean, I ask people that are friendly, like, and they're
Oh,
like, "No, I
no.
don't smell like shit."
G-Rob, you're
I
an
know I
alcoholic,
don't.
too?
I have a fucking
no.
fantastic sense of smell. I don't smell like booze.
G-Rob's an
ever.
alcoholic too. I didn't know this about her till right now. Vodka is easy as
Exactly.
booze.
G-Rob
to
gets
hide
it.
the smell. How do you know that, G-Rob? I know how you know. God dang it. Not you too, G-Rob. Not you too.
You know what's funny? I mean, I am an alcoholic, but I don't really drink that much anymore. I drink when I come on here, but that's about it.
Sounds pretty alcoholic to me.
Can you
Oh,
go? I can go 40 days without dying.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
We are trying to get sober though, folks. Come on, everybody get sober for BYB. Not if you're an alcoholic. Not if you're an alcoholic. Don't like.
I mean, I'll lead into it. Sure, I'm a drunk. Sounds great. Cantaloupe loves it.
Getting drunk.
Cantaloupe. He's a real cantaloupe.
Yeah. Everything in moderation,
Yeah, but-
like
but,
Joe Rogan says.
Right.
So I grew up with Tom Bernard.
Okay.
And the KQ Morning Show. So that was a big one for
KKK
me.
Morning Show.
And he was one of the first people out right here.
I always
So that's
wonder.
where me-
Yeah, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, no, it's great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
awesome.
it's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, I apologize for any mishaps.
Oh,
But,
no.
who
We're
knows
all-
if it was traveling or
No,
whatever
we're all
the
good.
hell.
I just not listen. I was mad at what's her name, the female comedian,
Chad.
No. The famous
Chad.
Whitney Cummings.
I didn't even notice that one. That was actually a sneaky one there. Chet, the woman comedian. That's
Oh, and mad at
By
Whitney
the way,
Cummings for
Calta
20
watches
years.
all of this Dabbleverse shit.
Nice.
I know for a fact.
Because I heard her in Howard Stern
Yeah,
one time, and
he
she
does
was
seem to know a lot about Kevin Brennan and shit. So I would assume he does watch a lot of it.
like, I
Oh, he
hate
does.
morning radio. You're the only morning radio show I do, because when you go there, and I was like, her, I'm like, I don't care. And then every time they offer her on the show, I'm like, no, tell her to go on Howard Stern show to sell tickets. Then finally, Tom Segura is like, quit being a baby. She's really cool. And I go, all right. And I put her on the show, and I apologized to her, and she goes, yeah, that was one of two things: me just trying to appease Howard, or me coming off of a crappy morning. I go, no, I get it now. I would be miserable doing morning radio too. Most morning radio is absolutely awful.
It can be.
Yes.
It can be pretty brutal. I mean, I always have fun, but I remember starting out, it was brutal because I remember one time I was one of my first headline gigs, and it was in Wisconsin. So that's to do this, I get up and whatever for them,
Right.
And they go, well, and I was like, well, I was like 22 years old. So I was like, kind of
crushed.
bummed. It also helps. Like I quit drinking. It'll be a year in August.
Oh, yeah. Did you? Was
yeah.
it bad, or are you just like, hey, I could probably?
I was
quit
just.
this?
I feel like I won.
Yeah.
Like I won vodka.
Yeah.
Like if there was if they could hang my jersey in the rafters. I don't know. I don't know. I know I'm in Kreischer country. Bert is a very good old friend of mine. So
he speaks highly.
Yeah, speaking of people that should be in the death pool, I guess Bert Kreischer is one of those too, right? Except for they can afford all those IV drips and B12s, and I don't know if that shit can save you forever, though. A lot of these guys, I mean, you can see how bad Nick Swardson looks, man. He's all puffy, dude. Stay Puft Marshmallow, man. He ain't looking good, and he's got the money to look good if you wanted to, so...
I'm
good.
I'm waiting on the Chad questions. I'm waiting on Calta to be like, so what's up with you, Chad? Where are you from? What do you do?
They never come. They never happen. So you're
why.
going to be waiting a long time because he never is really part of the conversation, really. Except
really,
for
that was my whole thing with this whole clip. Is like nothing really
the
gets
absence. It really is all about Nick Swardson. But I actually have his last interview because he was bragging like a little bitch. I've been on Mike Calta so many times. But it is kind of funny that the last time he was on there, he was actually living in Los Angeles at the time, so he wasn't even in Tampa Bay. Which is kind of weird that you've been out there, you've been to his place so many times to be on the radio, but not once since you've lived there. Almost seems like Mike Calta might not give a fuck about you, Chad Zumock. That might be he might use you to get fucking Nick Swardson on. That's about it. You're his little bitch, just like you're Swardson's little bitch.
Have you?
Oh, Bert's very sweet, man.
Yes, for years.
Yeah, I mean, I knew him when he first started. So I knew him before he started.
Right.
When he would hang out at the clubs in New York.
Yeah.
And he it's
also Bert hates Chad.
funny. I laughed with Segura about it because he was just hanging out and he's like, hey everybody, what's going on? He's like, yeah, I was in Rolling Stone. I'm a party animal. We're like, all right, great. Good for you.
Is that where you got started in New York or LA?
I started in Minnesota, and then the best advice I ever got was I got a lot of heat right away. I got the Aspen Comedy Festival,
right,
as like a new face. Like LA is they're like I was praised,
and you did
East Side,
New York. But then I think about apartment there, and because it's
I moved there when I had, and it was $1 a month. Yeah, so we just were counting to people.
Oh,
so,
did you?
Yeah,
not,
we're still very close.
Calta looks like he's going
to do a gig, and he'll spend like $800 to like
like
hire a choir and do all this.
The stage stuff. So like I remember I always tell people like he used to bomb so bad. I mean, there's guys back in the day like Mitch Hedberg I knew from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And they would, I mean, years and years of tank jobs.
Right.
And I mean tank. There was one set Zach did. He's like, hey, I'm gonna go up at Stand Up New York. I'm like, okay, so we take a cab and he goes on stage and he's bombing horribly to silence. This is 99, 2000. And he takes his cell phone out in the middle of a set and he calls me. I'm in the back of the room. My phone buzzes and I answer and I go, hey. And he goes, hey, man, what are you doing? I go, I'm in the back of the room. And he goes, this crowd, can I swear?
You're in the no.
Okay.
Half swear.
He goes, this crowd flipping sucks. And I go, yeah, they're not good. He goes, yeah, this is a nightmare. This is all on stage.
And you're in the back of the room.
Yeah. And he goes, do you want to get something to eat? And I go, yeah, what are you thinking? He goes, let's go down to that deli on 2nd Avenue. He's like, can you call a cab now? He goes, this audience is horrible. I'm going to get out of here. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he hangs up the phone. He turns to the crowd. He goes, that was an emergency. Sorry. You guys are horrible. I'm going to go eat. And he just walked up.
And they don't get any of that?
No,
they just stare
like,
at
what's
him.
going on?
Oh, my God.
And I always wonder because I've had crazy bad sets too. So
it's unbearable, man. This is a tough watch.
The thing he's talking about too is you really shouldn't do to people who pay tickets to come to your show. You're just going to call a friend, go get something to eat, walk off stage.
Right.
Because the crowd sucks, right? I'm sure the crowd sucks.
I'm sure.
I've seen some comics come on stage so fucked up that is like, what are you doing in public? So
Nick
Swardson of all people with Chad.
And the next day he called me. He
No,
goes,
that
yeah. You don't want
Chad.
And I go, what do you mean? He goes, do you want to just make movies with me? And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I started producing and writing with Adam. And then
wow, I got to tell you, that's a great way to get in. I mean,
it was great, man. I mean, he's just like, a normal dude. You know what I mean? And like I'm just.
When
a
does
dude,
Chad
you know what I
talk?
mean? I'm not any different than.
I gotta tell you, from your
They told him to
pretend
shut
time
up.
that was on Comedy Central,
love pretend
you
time.
would have been great on SNL. One of the funniest things I think I've ever seen in my life.
This guy blows.
was
I hate
Nick did
fucking
a-
Gavin. Like, dude sucks.
Yeah, he does. He does not. He said that one funny line, female comic, but that's about it.
No, he's got like he needs to blow his nose. He's on radio and he's the worst voice ever. It's awful.
Never trust a guy named Gavin.
I think that's his name.
Yeah.
He should come do the show with me one day. That was it.
Oh, that's
He's
great.
just nuts, man. He's a good guy.
Colin's awesome.
Nick Swardson is here with us. He's going to be at the Tampa Theater tomorrow night. Now you have this whole. Have you been on tour with this, or are you just bringing this as?
Dude, I'm so excited because this is my final show of the tour.
Toilet Head.
Toilet Head. This tour. It's another name that's so absurd.
He looks fat as
I love
fuck.
my first hour special.
Yeah,
on
he
Comedy
looks bad.
Central was called "Seriously, Who Farted?"
Uh-huh.
And I remember meeting with the network, and they were like, "Well, what are you going to call the special?" And I'm like, "Seriously, who farted?" And they were like, "Oh, that's funny, but what are you going to call it actually?"
Yeah.
And I just committed to. I'm like, I don't care. It's just silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing this. So I worked it out years ago.
Comedy.
Side Splitters like 2 years ago, and then or whatever it was. And so this is like the end. And I love Tampa. And I'm not just saying that. I love Florida. I lived in Key West for a year and a half, and I love Tampa. I looked at places. Actually, last year I had a place on hold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. So this is like.
I heard you were living down in.
Yeah, so that is the thing right there. He worked out his latest special on at Side Splitters. So he is like a fucking local down there and hangs. That is why Chad is, Chad's like, oh, Side Splitters like my family. Like they're my
Which
other
is-
family.
The McDonald's of comedy clubs.
I've been to Side Splitters a fuckload, and it's one of the it's not a bad club. It depends on who's there. but
Everybody
it's
says
like
all the comedians say it's the best club.
no, it's a weird little fucking
yeah, they do.
strip mall
Kevin
place.
Brennan
It's-
has said that.
He's-
Fucking,
he-
they
maybe it
all
is.
say it's one of their favorites. They all
As a
say it.
fan,
how many
as a
clubs does
fan,
Kevin
I'm saying as a
Brennan do?
fan, it smells like fucking mold, and there's barflies flying around, and it's a shithole.
right.
It's in a
That could just
fucking.
be the one you went to, but
There's only the one Side Splitters, not the one in fucking the nice one in the
there's
theater.
only one.
There's two,
Yeah,
but
it's-
the one
they
the
went
one
to
he's
Tampa,
talking about.
They went to the Tampa Theater, and we're talking about working out his material at Side Splitters, which is a different place. So yeah, there's two different places.
there's actually two Side Splitter clubs. So Triple G is right. There's two. There's one in I don't know the town. It's a couple. It's like in a nicer place. It's in a movie theater or in a mall or whatever. I've never been.
I
to
thought
that
there
one.
were more than two. to be
There's two,
honest.
and I've been to the one that is like the Side Splitters they're talking about, and it smells like mold. And it's in a strip mall. It's a fucking Florida fucking strip mall comedy club. They're the worst.
All right. Also, the one that Kevin Brennan was talking about has low ceilings, and it's like an old school. Nick Swardson says it. So how about we hear it from him?
In Key West.
Yeah,
I heard
I
you-
was there for a year and a half.
Did you love it down there, or did
I
you not
loved
like
it.
it?
I went for 10 days and I stayed a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had that comedy club down there. That's not bad.
They do. They've got this
They got that
club,
comedy
man.
club.
It's like the Key West Comedy Club.
Yeah, I went there with
It's
Bobby
great.
Kelly, and I was like, all right, I'll go check it out, and ended up being fine. It was great.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's intimate. It's
Yes,
intimate.
yeah.
Yeah, I know Bobby Kelly really well too. I've known Bobby forever.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't does he send you threatening text messages like he sends me?
No, he's very sweet to me.
He's not sweet to me. He's mean.
I've
and he
seen him
co-
be mean,
Yeah,
Mike. Now I feel bad for you.
He's got that streak from when he was in kid prison.
Yeah.
And it comes out on me every once in a while. Like
Yeah.
I don't deserve that.
He's a nasty little monkey.
He's my number one best friend.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Bobby's
so-
the sweetest.
He-
Yeah, I'll tell him that when I was on.
Yeah. Oh, he may be listening right now.
Oh, Bobby.
Bobby.
Sweet Bobby.
Shouldn't Bobby be like he should be in movies? I would love to see him in a movie.
I did a movie with him.
You did?
Yeah, me and Bobby, he played Santa Claus. And it
Yes,
it a
that
movie
was not
called
too long ago.
The Binge 2.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
the
I remember he
sequel
was
a
going to
Vince
do
Vaughn
that.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so
15
excited.
years, bro.
You've been in Will Ferrell movies, you've been in Vince Vaughn movies, you've been in Adam Sandler movies. That's going pretty well.
It's great, man.
Yeah.
It's great, man. Yeah. Exciting interview, right? Radio sucks. But yeah, the Key West thing, obviously it's just a gigantic fucking a disgusting place for lots of homosexual stuff to happen. I'm sure of that.
I like this version of the clip where they told Chad to shut up, and he did.
You know what I mean?
How is this relationship forged? Because nobody likes Chad. We're down to like 3 people who like Chad.
I'm at the end of it.
Yeah.
I'm at the end of
I'm at the end of it.
Look how red he is.
Man, what a cheesy bitch, huh? This is pathetic.
I mean,
He looks like a little child. He looks like he's just put in his place by real men. Real men.
You
from
guys
the
are mean.
valley
Stole
of
my
men.
friend.
I kind of feel bad for him, dude. He's got internet people fucking with him all day, and then he's actually got people that he admires saying the same thing. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, everywhere he goes. But yeah, okay, well, let's give him a chance to be a good guy. And then you get him on a show with Ashley Cummings, and he spends an hour talking about her dead horse, beating her dead horse to death.
That's
like literally.
That's the fucking thing is online.
well,
he
she
gets to be
cried.
online, he gets to be this big bully, but when he gets to hang out with the real dudes, like he says he does, they're bullying him and they're treating him
He
like a
melts.
little baby boy, little
Yeah,
child.
they treat him like a bitch because he is one.
But I mean, a lot of these guys, that's their fucking mentality. They got to do that. They see someone that they can attack, and they do. That's what they do.
Good.
You,
Until
because
you're that guy, they
said
attack.
all these years, he's like, I'll be opening. I see him post. I'll be opening for Nick. I'll be opening for Nick, and I'm like, I don't believe this. I can't believe Nick won't come on this show, but yet he likes Chad. I can't understand how that dynamic happened. And then who else? Florentine likes you.
Kevin,
he's blinking like he's staring into the lights right now. That's too funny, man. Yeah, he looks fucked.
I like
He
how we
looks
don't
out
get
of
a camera shot that's more than half a second long. On
Opening
Chad.
for Nick, and I'm like, I don't believe this. I can't believe Nick won't come on this show, but yet he likes Chad. I can't understand how that dynamic happened. And then
Blinky.
Who else? Florentine likes you.
Kevin Brennan.
Kevin Brennan. A good addition to the show.
Kevin Brennan doesn't like anybody.
I am 53 years old. I'm a father of 2, and I'm in my later years. Like I'm out of shape and I'm tired, but I still want to fight Kevin Brennan.
Right.
One day I would like to punch
Can I
Kevin
pay
Brennan.
for it? I'm rich enough to pay for it.
Will you back me up on that?
100%.
There's nothing funny really being said, and he's just dying laughing because they're talking about punching Kevin Brennan in the face.
He's
Hilarious.
realizing what normal people think about the guys that Chad Zumock hangs out with and thinks are cool.
Yeah, well, the reason he's on MLC is because he is lower than Kevin, and he could beat his ass verbally. I'm saying.
Yeah, he's being used the same way. He's the same reason he's on.
Lol
this show.
cow. The only
I've
people
hung out with
he has
one out of 3
are
of these
lol
people.
cows. Chad is a lol cow. What, Crumb?
I said I've had a meal with one of these 3 people.
You gonna make us guess?
To answer,
I'll give him one. I'll give him a shot and be like, no, one's for sport.
he'd be like, but yeah, and then Will Ferrell, I didn't really know. I did Blades of Glory.
I mean, you didn't just do Blades of Glory. You stole that movie.
Yeah, that's enough of this shit. I know that they reference him, but there's just not much.
Yeah, they don't
talk
give
to
a
him
shit.
about.
There's like no reason for Chad to be there.
No,
He drove fucking Nick, dude.
Friends from
Of course.
LA.
Right.
So I knew him back in the day hanging out at the Improv. And then when I was touring and I was just like needed an opener, and Chad does
It's
fine.
not
He does great.
threatening.
Not threatening.
Not as funny.
He throws up on stage.
Yeah.
Plays with
Kill.
it. He builds a vomit snowman and has sex with it. It's great. It's avant-garde.
Yeah. I got you.
Avant-garde. Is that a thing? Is that a new thing? Am I canceled now?
Yeah, right.
Wow, he wishes he was somewhere else. That's bad.
Oh yeah.
Avant-garde. I wish I was like that spot on the ceiling over there, far away from here, and like maybe he's talking to his brother. I wish I was in heaven, not here. This is not good. What's happening, bro? Save me, help me. Do you think he talks to his dead brother?
Constantly.
No
That's
way.
his only friend.
No.
It's his only friend. Yeah, you know how a lot of people have like an invisible friend. Maybe that's his invisible friend is his dead 9-year-old squished ass brother now.
He's probably being haunted by him.
Old Pancake. Why
aren't you
Pancake,
good at
my
comedy
brother
yet?
Pancake? Yeah, why aren't you good? Yeah, why aren't you good? Do you think he talks just like him?
What's that? Say that again.
I don't even know what I said. Yeah, I got thrown off.
No, but I don't even know what I was talking
No,
about.
I don't know. I was asking about side splitters. So many
Oh,
comedians
yeah,
love side splitters. They love it. To me, like I would be like, if I own side splitters, I'd be changing things, and everybody's like, no.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
Mike
It's just
is
like
right.
old school.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
It's a shithole.
It's great, and it's one of those clubs that comics like.
Yeah.
You know, because it is that old school vibe. And whenever a comic does a club, you always call other comics that you trust. You
Right.
know? So you're like, hey, is this place legit?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
comics will be like, oh, no.
Yeah,
But
I hear
everybody loves
the
side splitters.
Sonic
They'd always
dinner
talk
theater is
about
way
I hear
better.
all.
Everybody loves the side splitter. Go, Crumb.
The Vasani dinner theater. It's in Punta Gorda. So much better. It's like an hour south.
But like you said, he was talking about comedians. What comedians like? They love the side splitters.
I mean, I've seen several comedians at side splitters. Yeah, it's the comics are fun. They're funny, sure, but that club is a shithole. The food's garbage. It smells like mold. It's in a strip mall. There's no parking. It's fucking weird homeless people hanging out all around it. Yeah.
But you don't even know you smell like vodka, so we can't trust you, Crumb Bomb.
Well, no, I mean, yeah. They serve you alcohol there at
What's
the
better,
show.
the potato wedges or the tater tots?
I wouldn't eat
The
there.
onion
I don't
rings.
eat there.
Tater salad.
My 2-thing minimum is drinks. I'm not eating fucking food there. Gross.
More proof. Alcoholic.
Cantaloupe. I am an authority on comedy.
The authority. Respect my authority.
I mean, if you don't
On
agree,
comedy.
it's your problem.
It's subjective, my friend.
And he says, "Oh, Louis J. Gomez is good." You know, I've seen him once live. He was good. He did a good set. But I saw Big J. Ogerson, garbage. One of the worst comics I've ever seen in my life. Big J. Ogerson. Oh, it was the
Big Gay
worst.
Jokerson.
He was awful.
What clubs are bad and which owners and who's paying cash and who's shorting people. I hear all those stories all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably heard the ones back in the day in the 80s where people were getting paid in cocaine.
Yeah.
They were literally getting paid. They're like, here's a bag. I don't know how anybody survived the 80s. I was a child, but
You wrote Malibu's Most Wanted. Did you? I just assumed that Jamie Kennedy.
You wrote Malibu's Most Wanted. He sounded like Chad there for a second. He was taking the influence in from Chad Zumock. You remember when you were like wrote fucking Malibu's Most Wanted? That was cool.
It's like when you're unable to speak through your nose or breathe through it.
Yeah,
This
he had
guy-
a sleep study for
this
sleep
guy can
apnea
talk through his
recently.
nose.
Swardson looks fat as fuck, dude. He's got a fat neck.
Oh,
It used to
yeah,
be
yeah.
Chad's
Double
thing, but
chin,
now
triple chin.
Swardson has taken.
No,
it.
it's still Chad's thing, but
No, he's
it's
working out,
also
dude. Sonic therapy.
I want a big black dick.
Nope.
Jeez.
Don't agree.
I know it's stupid.
Yeah.
I wrote
It's
it.
by
That's
design,
the whole
you moron.
point.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole point. I'm in on the joke. I know it's dumb. That's why you
Yeah.
laugh. You know what I mean? So it's
That's
funny
gotta
when,
be frustrating.
when people. I hate when people think they're above comedy. It drives me insane. And they're like, "Oh,
Comedy!
you guys do your thing. You and Sandler." It's like, what? What are you talking about?
We call those in wrestling. They call those smart marks. The ones who.
Yeah, you guys go do your little $1 billion silly little goofy thing you do. Yeah, you goofy little fellers.
Your happy little
think that they know that. Oh, I know you're not really dead, Undertaker. Yeah, okay, smart ass. and that's we get a lot of that on the radio. Like we'll make a joke, and then somebody online will be like, "You guys didn't really. Oh, really? You think so? You think we didn't set a guy on fire in the studio? You moron!"
Oh,
that's the whole
hilarious.
point.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm never I don't care about the. Like I never get on Reddit or any of those things like that because that's where all
you do.
That's where all the, like I had your buddy Stuttering John on this week,
I heard.
and the amount of idiots that have been attacking me ever since. I'm like, I don't care what you morons have to say about anything. That's not why I'm here. I don't know.
Right. Well, the thing to me is like critics, like paid critics.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
All right.
like
Anyway, all I cared about on that one was him bringing up Stuttering John and talking on Reddit. And like you said, Crumb, yes, you do. Yeah,
of course he does.
I kind of feel like he's in on a lot of this stuff.
100%, dude. And the fact that Melton did shows upon shows of shitting on him and his wife, you know, Calta was watching and pissed about it. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, he was crushing them. It was disgustingly horrible. It was so bad.
And it probably really makes him mad that Bubba is on super tips too, and because he doesn't like Bubba. They have issues.
Imagine making somebody mad.
No, I mean anything with Bubba and Mike probably would make Mike mad. Yeah, they have issues. History.
He's a pussy.
I will say
this
Mike
too:
made
that
a ton of money off of fucking Bubba.
Nobody gets away with more ums and ahs and more than these radio professionals. It's almost like anybody can just do this shit as long as they can shut the fuck up, you know?
Yeah, it's easier than it looks. But I mean, I've got that NPR voice, happy little trees.
Yeah, you do great, you know?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what
you
the
take
fuck's
some
up with
NyQuil,
this
sound
Bob
extra
Ross
sleepy.
on all of a sudden now.
Mm-hmm. He's a little tree right here. A little fucking Mr.
All right, let's get into. I just got a few clips left and get the hell out of here. All right, we do have Chad Zumock's first appearance. This is from 6 years ago, 2019, and of course, Chad Zumock's been on Mike Calta a million times. It's no big deal, dude. Yeah,
Win, bro.
There, 925. Oh yeah,
He wasn't on Sirius.
2019. 6 years
Calta
ago.
wasn't on Sirius either.
Did I say Sirius?
No, Triple G did.
No, we were arguing about that earlier.
Oh no, this is fucking Mike Calta show. I'm talking about Mike Calta show.
So this fucking FM or AM shit.
This is back when Chad. Yeah, of course it's FM.
It's even bigger than cool.
SSCC Tampa.
So I figured when Spanish was like, well,
in studio,
Chad's coming in and then Odilon's coming in, they're going to overlap. And I went, yeah, perfect. Perfect. That's how I like it.
I got to admit, I hate him.
You do already? Yeah. I haven't met him yet. And then Spanish texted me last night and he goes, Odilon wants to know if it's okay if he brings a cockatiel with him. And I go, a bird? And he goes, yeah. I go, yeah, of course. Of course it's okay. I think that's just exactly the kind of text I expected to get.
First thing he said to me is, I got hot cocoa and I peed myself. I swear to God.
Well, at the same time?
Like there was a delay. There was a 20-second delay.
And why did he tell you these things?
I don't know. It wasn't, hello, how you doing? My name's so-and-so.
He just came out and said, I have hot cocoa and I peed myself.
Yeah.
I love him.
I bet he's great.
Uh-huh.
I bet he's really.
Way more than this time, huh?
Fuck yeah! 6 years ago, what happened?
Yeah, that's what I'm
What
saying.
happened? And now they don't want to talk to him. They avoid Chad when he's on the show now.
And
I mean,
that is the other.
6 years ago in the radio market, it was a whole different thing than it is now.
It was an actual thing, unlike now.
Yeah.
Are you working steadily there?
Yeah, I'm working steadily. I was writing on a pilot. I'm still doing stand up. And then I'm fighting with people online like Patton Oswalt.
You are. Okay, so Patton Oswald's really proven to be a true a-hole.
I saw your tweet. I loved it.
I mean, that's just look. I liked Patton Oswalt. He's been on the show. He's not been a great guest, but he's been on the show, and he He really annoyed me when he was tweeting out that kid's address.
Yeah,
the kid that had the stare down with the Indian guy, and now with him talking out against the guy from SNL,
Shane Gillis.
You have to defend. Like, I hate some other radio people, but if it came down to defending the craft, I would have to do that.
Right. No, he's not one of us. He used to be an outsider. He was like playing the rock clubs. He was the comedians of comedy.
Right.
And now he's in Pixar films and network TV, and he's hanging out at the Emmys. That's who he is.
Now he's like a stuck-up piece of shit. Like he thinks he's better than us. What a loser!
I mean, Chad was right though. Patton Oswalt killed his daughter. His wife. Or his
Yeah,
his
I
daughter
agree
too.
too.
I don't know.
I agree with that myself. I said so since day one. Yeah, he talked about it on his special. He was up there bragging about getting all the fucking pills. And then very shortly thereafter, she died of pills that she was not prescribed. And he was just talking about getting pills out, not on the street necessarily, but that he knew people to get pills from.
And that's all
then
Chad
she died
said
from pills.
is Patton killed his wife, and he got
Which is
banished
true.
from Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so. In this interview, he's actually out in Hollywood and visiting Tampa, which is funny. But yeah, as we all know, Chad Zumock can't stop talking about the glory days, his childhood, like all the people he used to, and that is where the conversation ended up going to, which is kind of funny as well.
Oh, she's fat as crap.
Oh,
she looks
that's so
terrible.
bad. Did you ever see her in Blown Away?
Oh, of course. That's
Yeah.
She got naked.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you get her now?
Oh, I think I could. Yeah.
How about what's it? Jensen Karp married. He's a comedian. I don't know. He does a bunch of weird stuff. He married the girl from Boy Meets World.
Oh, really?
Topanga. He was like, he started dating her and then immediately put a baby in her. He was like, "There's no way I'm letting this one go." That's amazing. If I ended up banging Blair from Facts of Life, that would be great.
Blair.
Yeah, or Joe, either one of them. The lesbian would have been good.
The motorcycle mechanic?
Yeah,
Joe?
yeah. She could fix-
Jerry.
What about Jerry, the comedian?
Do you remember?
Nobody
Jerry,
is
for
this
those of you who
invested
don't know.
in having a conversation with Chad anymore. Like this
Yeah,
is something that's
and-
never
but
going to happen.
the funny thing is, they did end up going right into his wheelhouse, which is old fucking television. Like he watches Spider-Man and fucking all that nonsense on his show now. It's pathetic, but
Yeah,
of course, Calta went right to his strengths, and they started talking fucking old stuff from his childhood.
Dude, 70s Spider-Man.
This is before it went bad.
No, it does not. Slaps.
Come on.
I don't watch anything I used to watch when I was a kid. Do you watch stuff when you were a kid now?
Of course. I just watched Dick
Oh.
Tracy. The
You
movie
watch
Dick
old-
Tracy.
Old stuff.
Yeah.
you grew
What
up
grown
on?
man is like? Fuck. It's like if Chad watching Spider-Man on his show, 90s Spider-Man. It's like me
You can't
watching
watch
Jimmy
old
Neutron
stuff
on
because
Soup
you're
Party.
an adult now.
It's 70s. It's like before his time. He was like watching reruns. It'd be like me watching MASH now or some shit.
I just rewatched
every day I
Seinfeld
came home.
SpongeBob
MASH was on
recently.
the television every fucking day, and it'd be like us bringing up MASH episodes so I could relive my childhood. Or
Yeah,
how
I mean,
about
you can
the
rewatch stuff though? It doesn't mean
what
it's
is
wrong.
it? Well, yeah, I'm not watching fucking Dukes of Hazzard and fucking this. What's the Stuntman one? God damn it! Why can't I remember that? The Fall Guy. Rockford
movie.
Files. I don't know. I don't watch any of that shit now. I used to watch it. I'm
Sanford
grown
and
up.
Son.
Yeah, I growed up.
Yeah,
I don't watch
Junkyard.
old stuff.
Shit.
None of that shit holds up as far as I'm concerned. So I'm good.
Cheers. Cheers doesn't hold up, bro. Come on now. You're lying. You're lying. It
How
holds
about
up.
Seinfeld doesn't hold up. Nothing
How
holds
about
up.
Frasier?
Seinfeld holds up. I just rewatched all of Seinfeld's fucking slaps.
Sopranos, maybe.
That does too. Yeah, they all do. I think they're all good. They're
Blair's-
all timeless. Timeless pieces of fucking art.
Garbaggio.
How
Okay.
about I Love Lucy?
That doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up.
Oh, you're disappointing me, Spawn.
You went too
How dare
far, honk.
Okay. All right.
But I'll watch it. I'll fucking watch it, dude.
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Spawn, you know what I say to you, Spawn?
I'm retarded?
There you go. There
That's
is your fucking quantum leap, buddy.
Best episode.
Dude, Quantum Leap does still slap.
All right. Well, hey, Quad, thanks for having me on. I got to go.
We're wrapping it up here.
Night Court. Definitely fucking.
Thanks for having me.
I know I got you in here somewhere.
Thanks, Crumb. Sorry.
Yeah, what have you been up to, man?
Later,
give
brother.
yourself
Stuck in my own cock.
Oh, nice.
You've been doing a soup party.
Soup tomorrow. We'll be watching The Shaman. If anybody's, we'll be watching the BYB episode of The Shaman tomorrow. 8 p.m.
That's funny because I have. Okay, so I just saw a clip of him talking about fucking Ski Mask Death.
The nerve of this fucking guy
I have
act
it
like we knew him.
I have it in my
we
notes.
should play that right now. Fucking, let's go after this fucking Hank Hill motherfucker.
It's nerve wracking. Fucking fuck Comedy Shaman. He's a dickhead.
First
loser.
time I met that guy, I told him, I will beat you in a joke off any day, baby.
A joke off.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sure.
right.
Well, it wouldn't be hard. The guy
Joke. You heard me right, Quad.
The guy has the IQ of a rock. It's like it would. Yeah, it'd be easy peasy. But I gotta go. Thanks a lot. Soupparty.live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Thanks.
Yeah, I was trying to get there. I'll get there. God damn it.
Send me a link, dude.
Soup Party.
All right. Well, I gotta
go. I got you in here somewhere. All right, buddy. Oh, here it is.
Oh my God, is he's live streaming in front of his closet now? God damn it.
Yeah, everybody go check out Soup Party. There's his ats on Twitter and YouTube, of course, too. So go check him out. He's on Rumble as well, as you can see there for yourselves. But yeah, Triple G's a good egg. Go check him out, support him. But yeah, here we go to the tweaker, dude.
I am live,
Fuck
I
this,
believe.
dude.
I am on my cheap laptop, currently in sober living. So if the equipment fails on me, it is what it is, as we always say around these parts. I'm here with my co-host, Amaru. Amaru, how's it going, bub?
What's going on, everybody?
All right. Yeah, and I'm very happy to have him here with me. And today, unfortunately, as most of, if not the whole chat knows, we have the passing of Ski Mask Collective, and it's pretty sad. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I believe his appendix gave out, and I know a burst appendix that can get people that are healthy. You know, so it's very unfortunate. But one of the reasons I wanted to talk about that, and I didn't even plan on going live today, but you know, I saw that he passed and I felt like it was appropriate, is that I had a friend pass recently that I was in recovery with. And let me tell you a little about him. So my friend Patrick, he was a good dude, and he had a huffing problem. Now, his drug of choice was nitrous, and you don't usually die from nitrous intake. Amar, you ever been around anybody that was doing nitrous at all?
That's got to be the one thing, man. The one thing I haven't been exposed to. It seems like a new thing.
Okay, let me crank up your audio. See, they're saying I killed a black guy, and to be fair, I did not. I've never even been accused of killing a black guy. I've been accused of killing my best friend, who was very white, much whiter than I am. I'm gonna crank up your volume here.
Right. Anyway, we get the idea. So I don't know why he shouted out Ski Mask like he never met the guy, because indeed he knows he met that fuck on my show. Fucking, when is this? I'm looking at the date. Sorry. November 8th, 2023. So like a year and a half ago, he was on a show with him. Let's see how that went. It was ugly for him. We'll just say that. Ski beat the shit out of the kid.
But what was going on? A lot of people have speculated that you were possibly like whacking your bag or doing something when this was getting ready to start.
I mean, if you're going to seriously ask that question, I'm going to seriously ask if you want to continue this.
I mean, what's going on? You whacking your bag?
Are you getting offended?
No, I'm just saying, like, I have a real fucking anxiety thing but I
So
managed.
does
to work
everybody in the United States of America. What does that have to do with whacking your bag?
Hey, I'm in Scotland.
Hey,
I
brother.
wouldn't-
It's an innocent question, man.
It's very
Hang on, guys. I'm having an anxiety attack.
Me too.
It's a pretty obvious answer.
Oh, I'm so anxious.
have-
Oh.
Look,
Uh,
look.
Well, I
I'm
figured
doing-
you'd give me a funny answer.
Wow, you're so much more shaky than mine. Yeah.
It is because
They were having a fucking addict off, you know what I mean? Jerry included, who I'm covering up. But yeah, they 3 of them on the same show. But yeah, listen to this ski mask crush.
I
them.
fucking shake you,
Dude,
dumbass. Like,
yeah, if you go outside and the wind's blowing, you're gonna fly away like a kite. Look at those fucking ears. What's going on with his butt? Look at this guy, Claude.
yeah, God damn it, I've had the
This is
nickname
Comedy
of
Shaman.
Bumbo.
You've probably seen Ski Mask around. Ski Mask, welcome. Seen you on MLC today. Great job. Great job. That
and
was
what I'm
hilarious.
saying is even at my worst, I've never had shakes as bad as you had at the fucking Atlantic City. What was it?
You weren't even there. What are you talking about?
I
You weren't
wasn't
there.
I saw the shakes you had at the board.
No shit. I just got out of the hospital a day before that. Ask Steve,
but you get a timer on the board, minute 30.
And Patrick,
Why Timberland logo behind you? Do you like black cock like Brandy Love too? I mean, what's going on?
And do you like alcoholic withdrawals like Patrick Melton
No,
says
they
you did?
suck. Why do you think I keep drinking, you fool?
That's not my problem, is it?
No, then why bring it up? Did I bring up
Because
alcoholism?
you
No.
attacked me, so I just said what I know.
Keep yelling into that mic.
Listen,
Your mic
hold
sounds
on,
like
hold
shit.
on. Time out. Listen, hold on.
Go ahead,
Comedy shop.
I don't want to even hear his horrible joke, but there you
Zero
go.
County, fuck off.
That was zero. I don't even. He does have the worst joke ever too. It was some your mama joke that had nothing to do with anything. It was fucking retarded. So,
But dude, what a panel you just had on there! Like your archive is so like rich with all the Dabbleverse history. The shit that you
for
have
sure,
in
man.
there. That was fucking
There's some
dope.
deep shit in here.
It was good to see all those people together. Like you got a shaman, a ski mask. Fuck yeah, dude.
After Ski passed away, I started looking through clips of stuff to watch on Friday. Of course, we didn't get to any of it. Why? Because we were just talking.
Yeah. You had a few drinks.
That also, that included, and that
was fun though, man. That was fun.
But yeah, we just ended up just having fun. But man, I got a long list of clips from Ski Mask being hilarious on my podcast. So
you could put out just a channel like Ski Mask clips,
dude.
And fucking,
well, he's got his own whole channel too. So like that was the other thing. He's been on MLC. He's been on everything. He's been on Compound. Like he did a lot of stuff. So. It's cool. Whatever. I get to go look through my little archive of Ski Mask, but yeah, going back through and looking at all the shows, looking for his shows and clips and whatnot. It was it's interesting to go back through your own stuff and just kind of reminisce and be like, damn, dude, I really have a fucking deep archive. That's a fact.
And he was like a pioneer in this kind of genre that you're doing, that I do, we all do. Because he did a show like right off the bat in the pandemic. It was early on.
Yes, agreed. Birth Rhombus, except Stevie. Everybody
except
but Stevie Lou. Fuck Stevie Lou. I know. The funny thing is, I don't even hate Shaman nearly as much as I do Stevie Lou. There was a time I really fucking hated Shaman, but he still is a character. Say what you want about the guy.
I don't think he has ill intent where Stevie does.
Right. He's just a goofball.
Not that he's evil or anything. Character. He's just he's like malicious. Where I think Shaman
Stevie Lou's absolutely a malicious, backstabbing, shitty person. Yeah, that's a fact. That's why I hate his fucking guts. Otherwise, I would have no issues with him, and he couldn't just move on and do his own thing. He had to be a faggot when he left, which was disgusting and uncalled for, and he can go fuck himself. Him and his old lady. They can both go fuck themselves. Hate them both. Hate them both. Fuck you, Stevie Lou. You can go fuck yourself. As we pointed out a lot recently, he is a piece of shit. The one thing he did kind of get right was calling out Chad on Wednesday. Other than that, he's pretty much sucked. Anyway. All right, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We do appreciate it. We love you more than a friend, as you all know. And thank you for all the gifting and whatnot. We do very much appreciate that. And I hope we put on a good enough show tonight to deserve it. Honky honk. Tell everyone where they can find you, sir.
Right down there, YouTube, Honk the Clown, Twitter, Honk's House 666. Be back here Wednesday night for BYB on Wednesday, Hump Day.
Yeah, and we'll have Will Heron on for the update for whatever happens in sentencing of Aaron Imholt, the goober from Minnesota, who may have
episode.
Might not just be a goober, but he's a goo eater too. That's a fact. Where can people find you, Crumb?
I just want to.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I like your fart on fire with my rhymes. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.